So much CC going down. Shark Guys is nearly dead. Lopachinski putting in work, but that's a huge volley bear ultimate there. And Wesley and Shield, they clean up the fight. He's trying to make the solo play. He looks for that upper 90. Gravity makes a pulse, puts it low and gets the goal. And so that will be the Condors.
Angle going, working on the flash. We get 1, 2, 3, 4, all down at once right at the start of the round.
That was
Condors.
probably the quickest round.
Conestoga College is setting the stage for a new era in gaming. In 2025, we're opening a state-of-the-art esports venue, a premier facility for high-performing gamers in Canada.
In this 10,000 square foot facility, we're putting you in the center of the action. The facility will have 50 top-tier PC stations, 5 console stations, immersive VR stations, a team operations room, a full production suite, and a premier competition stage.
Esports is a rapidly evolving industry with global viewership of 532 million in 2022. This initiative goes beyond esports. It's also a platform for forging bonds, making memories, and creating connections.
Since 2020, Condors Esports continues to evolve, providing industry-leading facilities and experiences to the esports community.
Conestoga's esports venue expresses a sustainable and intentional future to compete, play, and work, all powered by gaming.
Esports is for everybody. That's what makes this so special, where there's not a lot of barrier to entry. It's, do you have a passion for gaming? That's all it really takes. There's so many different things involved in this. It really does take that full team to make a successful event run. And that's what this program does. You got the lighting going on, you got the video capture going on, you got the whole production crew that are packaging this all together, you have the shoutcasting that's happening. We want to be, that pinnacle for esports. We want students to come here, learn from industry best, and launch their careers in esports. You have that new arena that's being built. To have that investment through the college, it proves a lot. We're invested in this. This can lead to something really big and something really neat and something that you're really invested in. It's $1 billion industry, and we really can't wait to see where this goes.
Oh my goodness, it's time for playoffs. We're here at Conestoga College. The Condors are locking in and are ready to pop off. They got the good luck duckies. I'm here with OHEC. I'm Leaf, and it's time for the Condors to light it up across the board in playoffs, today specifically Valorant.
It's going to be the start of it all. The regular season, done. We're done with it. We're out of there, okay? On to the excitement we got going on. Multiple playoffs, multiple teams, and it all starts today. Of course, these guys have been following them this whole time, Valorant Gold. I think they've seen most of the spotlight on this channel.
I know you were complaining about the amount of Rocket League we had the one time, but no, I think you're right. The most airtime that has definitely been the Valorant Gold squad today. So let's start talking about them because playoffs are on their way. Matches are coming up very soon. This is our roster. We've seen some subs here and there throughout this season, but overall, 99% of the play has been these 5 players.
Exactly. They know what to do with each other. The teamwork is there. We see a lot of good setups from mostly, we got J-Man. He's playing that initiator. We got controllers there with Silly Shadow. Kip as well also plays initiator. Non, he's their duelist. He tries to get those frags out. And these guys on all these maps we've seen all year, Bind, Split, a bit of, Icebox
Even their
has been in
Icebox
there
has been
as well.
solid, yeah.
They've been getting good at what they need to do on these maps, those setups, those angles they need to take, and I'm confident in whatever map's going to go tonight, they're going to know exactly what goes down.
Well, let's talk about their journey to playoffs because it wasn't the easiest of things. I mean, the folks around them, gave them some competition.
They're in quite the bracket here, of course. We see this is before playoffs. We just barely snaked our way in there into third place. We're tied up with St. Clair College. I believe it was top 4 made it in here.
Our mortal enemies, St. Clair.
But and you also have, you got Blinn at the top as well. I don't think we've really played against them this semester.
Blinn. Well, we would have had to play them against them once.
Unless
that's how groups work.
Unless we FF'd. Did we?
Yeah.
Okay.
They went 7-0, right?
I mean, I don't remember seeing them on screen.
Oh,
Maybe
I see.
I
see what you're saying.
Yes,
I see. Okay.
But we did. We lost.
Either way, it was a rough go at it. It wasn't easy. It wasn't a simple journey to this point, but now we're finally in it. We do make it into playoffs here in that third spot. You saw it just before, but this is where it gets down to the wire. Double elimination. You do have an extra life, but that's it. Once you lose that, try to stay in the upper bracket as long as possible.
You don't want to get to that point where you have to use up that second life, as you're saying, in that loser's bracket down there. Conestoga right now, we're facing off against Mizzou Esports tonight, and I believe we are favored to win this one.
Right.
Based on what I saw earlier. Yeah.
I do want to mention what we saw there, though, in case you didn't, is right above us, we'd have to face next likely is Blinn. Right? So there's a good chance. Hey, maybe we cross our fingers. They go down a lower bracket early, but the likelihood of that, probably not.
We did match up against them earlier in the year, and of course, as the year goes on, you do nothing but improve. We've seen these guys, they've improved. They're getting used to this new team comp, new strategies they've been going compared to what we saw last semester. But there's the same thing goes for Blinn, right? They can also improve.
Exactly. Hey, well, let's start locking into what's going on today, because from now on out, all that matters is the match that's in front of you. History is history, and now it's all about making sure that the history books going forward are written in your favor.
They're going to make history
and,
here.
Yeah, and taking a look at today's match, here's where we're going to be ending up. You mentioned some maps before. What we've seen, a Sunset for the Mizzou pick.
Second pick, yeah, Mizzou. You don't really see Sunset in the first round of picks. It usually comes up as decider.
Right.
But yeah, Mizzou's going for it. Second pick. We see Icebox and Breeze gone. I'm so happy Breeze consistent bans. Conestoga here. We see these guys. They got Split right away.
Yeah.
We know this is their map. They love to play Split. It's been a bit rocky recently, but now we're into playoffs. They're going to make sure they're going to be able to secure that as soon as they can, make a statement, and then decider is Ascent. Ascent? I'm confident on them in that.
I am too. Now, I think Bind has been one of those ones we look forward to. We saw Mizzou with that ban too, probably out of knowledge of the Condors being confident on that map. So I highly doubt there was a situation of Mizzou saying, we don't like Bind. It was more that maybe we feel less strong.
These guys like Bind more, so we got to get Bind out of the
exactly.
mix. Yeah.
Right. So the Sunset pick, I'm actually concerned about because, again, if this is a pocket pick, a little ace up the sleeve of Mizzou, this could be something that throws us off our gears, right? It depends how confident and how strong we are overall and how close these teams match up skill-wise. If there's a big skill gap, sure, we could probably work our way around it, but they're in playoffs. There's not going to be that large of a skill gap here.
It's going to be interesting as well because I don't think we've seen these guys on stream play Sunset. It's only been Valorant White we've seen.
You might be right.
We've seen them play Icebox. That was the first curveball, but we've seen them get used to that. But Sunset, I think this is going to be completely new for the gold team here.
So we don't even know what to anticipate.
We don't even know what to anticipate.
So lock me in early then for that pick. What maybe am I going to expect? We know what we've seen on Split. I know Ascent as well. But for that Sunset, what are we doing on that map? What are we looking for? What do you think the Condors are going to approach? Both maybe in attack and defense.
Based on what I've seen, it's giving up a lot of mid control on defense. You don't really have much of a loss if you give up mid, because if you hold closer to it, you can still stop them from flanking and behind and getting those good angles onto sites. And as attack, it will be very much A site early rounds, B site mix up later on.
You think so? Okay.
Yes.
Now, is that just because of the easy approach to that side, or what's the reason?
I think easy approach. I think I don't have much to say about these guys because I haven't seen them perform on it. But right now, we're going to see how they perform on Split. Taking a look at the agent select right now. We got the basic on the side for the Condors.
This is what we expect.
Yep, this is what we want to go for. This is what they get these big wins on. This lineup with the Breach, Sky, Cypher, Raze, and Omen, and you can take a look at Mizzou as well. It's almost a mirror matchup, which is really interesting because this is usually what we will see from other teams, except for that Breach mix-up because J-Man has excellent lineups. Excellent communication, especially with both Non and the rest of his team, but you will usually see it with Non because he is that entry duelist player.
Right. Yeah, no, it is interesting. Again, very close, almost as you said, the mirror matchup. The Viper on the other side, we'll have to watch out for that pit. But all we got to do is lock into our game. Of course, there will be adjustments to what Mizzou is doing once we actually hit the arena. We get down to Split. We get in there and cause chaos in the city. But for now, let's lock in. Let's know our early on game plans and make sure we're executing those. Because if you can execute those right, you make Mizzou play to you rather than you having to play to them.
Yeah, you want to get in their heads and make them think, what are you going to do next? What are these? Because they know so many different lineups, so many solutions to different situations they could be put in depending on what team's pushing what angles they got to be going for. And that's what I'm confident in on them on this map is because of that experience.
Right, exactly. And again, talking back to, I mean, you've mentioned Non a few times being that entry, being our duelist. We still have seen sometimes the others on the board out-frag him from time to time.
You've seen
Kip.
You've seen Silly
We've
Shadow.
seen Silly do it.
Right.
They've all been on the board at some point at the top. So we know every single one of them have that capability when it comes to their gunplay and making sure that they're landing their shots. But it's playoff time, baby.
Wow. Quick loading screens. No time to wait at all. Let's just get right into it here. Round one, Conestoga is going to be starting on attack here.
Right. And you said usually early we're looking at that A site, but they're hanging out.
That was for Sunset.
Oh, that was for Sunset.
Yes,
Sorry, yes.
This one, you usually
get ahead of myself.
see a bit more of a split opportunity looking play style from Conestoga. They will most likely, my prediction is rotate their way back around to B and go for that site and engage instead.
Right. Maybe feel it out at mid, see what we got. And there are a couple of the Mizzou defenders out at mid as well, trying to get those earlies. I mean, you see it in pistol rounds. A lot of this action happens real quick, aggressive defense from our opponents because you want to win that round. Maybe catch them by surprise, get in there with the pistols. You don't get ARs for those long sights. You don't have the Vandals to make sure you can hold long corridors. So you get in close and tight.
There we go. Non already got a nice pick through mid and vents. They're clearing up some space for his team to be safe. And this is the other thing. We always have either Prey or Silly Shadow be lurking, and you see Prey over there in Garage, able to get a pick of his own. The rest of his team knows there's no pressure down on site. Push forward. J-Man's able to secure a nice swing around, get that defender behind the box. And it's falling apart for Mizzou right now. They just can't be able to fight back. They're able to get Silly in the situation, but Non just jumps right in his face and gets that final kill.
Nice little charge down to throw him in the action quick. 2 on the board for Non. A great start for the Condors. This is how you want to start your playoff run. I'm sure it's not going to be easy peasy win every single round from here on out, but that is a good start and a good showing for us.
Winning pistol round is a huge momentum booster because of that econ, because of, you almost have a guaranteed second round. It is very, very rare you will see a 1-to-1 score in any game. That's just Valorant in general. That's just how it goes, right? So having that big bonus already is huge. You can see already got some SMGs. Non, he has a Vandal in hand. He's feeling confident already.
They're trying to get that info. You see Prey coming out. Let's see if he can do it with a little sneaky, quiet ghost, but he's going to hold up for support. That smoke locking him from moving forward.
Oh, Mizzou with 4 mid there, trying to get any pressure pushed away. Conestoga had a good push through it first round, so they don't want to give up, but they're going to get aggressive here.
Yeah, wow, look at that.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Flank around there. Kip, first on the board. Flash, waits for that swing and gets taken out.
Big of a flash now, it's okay. The paranoia from behind, though, is going to put them in a bad spot here. Both Prey and J-Man getting caught out. J-Man getting taken down, J-Man wasn't taken down. Prey was taken down instead. I'd say it would have been a bad situation if J-Man was eliminated with the bomb.
Ooh.
Non with the flank through sewers. Able to pick one. He's got the satchel ready.
Shell's out. He just makes his way out of there, gets back to the squad. Let's regroup. Let's get ourselves probably onto that A site, and it looks like they're going to push right on through, and they'll have no one there to contest them.
Oh, yeah, no worries at all. They got smokes out, trying to stop any angles because they don't fully know where Mizzou is, but they don't have to worry about it. They're going to get a nice, easy spike plant down, and they're going to get forward into Mizzou's face just like this.
Wow, the hard thing now is they got to hold off that retake. They're in a decent position now. Watch that first swing. Bang! J-Man taking down Ms. Piggy. And with 2 left, Mizzou not going to be in the best position. Watch another swing. And they're going to stay alive this time.
See it. 2 players left on the board. One gets eliminated. A 1v2 situation. This final Mizzou player. Seems that they're just going to give the space and screens, get some smoke down.
Yeah, force them to come through the smoke because they got to get the defuse. They're going to get one, but Man will at least clear Panda off the board. But yeah, that was you didn't want to lose that extra player there. No. They did their best. At least they got the round win. You said it was getting close. So at the moment, I thought you cast your cursed it for a bit there. I'm like, oh, these early picks for Mizzou, we might be looking at a 1-1.
No, they had a good rotate around. They saw that Mizzou was putting all of their power into that mid push, into that aggression. They were able to get those picks, of course, but they gave up so much space for Conestoga to push their way over to A site. Wanted to point out as well, you said his name is Ms. Piggy. His name is just Piggy with the Mizzou.
He was the Mizzou. I realized afterwards.
But no, I think that's really, that's on purpose from him.
Yeah,
that's definitely, what he was going for.
Well, right into round 3 with 2 on the board for the Condors. They'll look to extend the lead. Prey tries to do some call-outs. A little fakey there. We'll tune back into that in a moment and see who ends up winning this. We'll be back off.
This is a force round from Mizzou right now because of the econ advantage Conestoga has.
Right.
They're going to have to buy these rifles to match up against them. So they're going to want to win this round.
Yeah, if they lose this, they put the back at essentially square one, and that gives Conestoga. I hope that's what's going to happen because that gives Conestoga a good advantage. And there it is, Nod trying to move in. But Alex takes him out.
Oh, interesting. He got the kill with the paint shells, though. Traded back out. He was staggered a bit by those tripwires. Still ended up with a kill. Conestoga right now, they're on site somewhat. Do see Silly in the back corner, but the rest of the team is struggling to push forward because they know there's pressure from up top. A Kip. Oh, the beautiful double kill with the Sheriff. 2 shots is all he needs.
What we like to see. Kip light us up, lock us in, and he's hunting for another.
Oh, he's looking for this final player. 1 versus 3 spikes down. Happy Rabbit. Going to try and just get some kills, try and clear them off the board a bit for the rest of the team too. You know, they're down in econ, but it might as well damage the Condors a bit here. He gets shot off on Kip there, gets him eliminated.
Right.
2 players left, 1v2 situation.
At least they know where he is now, so they can at least back off. They might go through the smoke. They can get the clarity to get the information. I thought maybe he saw his head, but they know where it's planted.
Oh, he's going to stick it. He's going to stick it.
He's trying to stick. He goes half.
Off. He might have been able to get that if he stuck it.
Oh, no.
He gets 1. Silly.
Okay, Happy Rabbit keeping the Condors on edge, making sure that we have to buy again, too. Probably not the situation we were aiming for.
No, that's really interesting. I thought if he stuck that there, I thought he would have got it. Honestly, I think there wasn't a lot of shots going off.
No.
And with the cover of the smoke he had, he could have stuck the rest of that pretty scot-free.
Yeah, because it would have forced the Condors have to go in. They don't know if he's halved it, if he's faking it, if he's ready for them to push the smoke. Yeah, he had a lot of advantage there. And timeout is going to come out from our opponents, from Mizzou.
And they want to break this momentum right now, right? Up 3-0. And that was their force buy round, and they lost it. So they're going to be back, like you said, to square one. No money.
No money, but they did a lot of damage.
They did a lot of damage. But with the win streak, 3 rounds in a row, that is max round win streak bonus that the Condors are getting. They don't really got to worry too much about losing that much money.
How is Mizzou going to answer? Because right now, while they're close, I think the Condors probably know this as well. This isn't a lock-in. These rounds are not easy wipes.
No.
Sure, they're 3 ahead, but they know how close this is and how easily this tide could turn.
Yes. Mizzou right now, of course, they got to think about how they can play this a bit smarter because they're down on that weaponry. Firearms aren't able to quite match up to what Conestoga has. They need to, you know, think more about positioning, think more about ability usage instead of just pure gunplay.
Well, timeout over. Back into our rounds, the 4th round. We'll find out the Condors can continue their streak. or if Mizzou is going to turn things around. Some information there for the Condors. Non through it all. Takes out Panda.
Beautiful setup. Not only was the Trailblazer in there for the info and the concuss, the fault line followed up as well from J-Man. You saw that as soon as that one smidge of information went out to Conestoga, 3 of those players collapsed on it, lining up an easy kill.
And now the full stack on B. Condors trying to suss it out. They move their way on site, and that'll be a full commit, but Mizzou is going to be there to try to connect with them and stop the plant from going. 1, 2, 3 off the board. Don getting to himself. Prey picking up Piggy as well.
That looked a little rough. The one-way cyber cage was there, making the advance at the site dangerous, but Mizzou didn't do much to profit off of it. Off of the bad entry from Conestoga, Non was able to fly his way over. He got on top, and he got a double kill, securing the high ground, and it's already a 1v5.
I certainly thought Non was toast.
Yeah.
The way that entry had happened, but somehow, as you said, somehow, Mizzou was not able to lock in and take advantage of that, and they're going to lose their last player. Flawless for the Condors, and the streak continues.
We were speaking about that econ earlier about how Conestoga might need to be a little careful still. After a flawless one right there, they got breathing room.
Yeah, this is looking good again. That entry, we're seeing it again, but that entry was so interesting that it turned out on our side. I'm happy for it, but this might maybe give us some indication towards Mizzou's mentality. The fact that they're so close, but they're not clutching through on the moments that they're given.
They seem almost hesitant right now. Unsure if it is
playoffs.
the right choice.
The nerves could be going.
Yes. See the mid push once again. This intel gathering, knowing what players are holding where at the start of this round, is good for Conestoga, because they got that intel. They know, okay, if there's 2 up there near vents, near B mid connection, we can make our way over to A instead because of those players stacking heavy.
That's exactly what's going to happen here. It's a slow play. Calm before the storm.
If Non makes his way up ramps, he's going to have to check his corner. Happy Rabbit sitting there, not an issue at all. Takes him down. Isn't going to fully push up into tower. Instead, going to follow up the rest of his team onto site. Got some flashes out, but it's free for the taking.
That's it. They got it locked in. Smokes are out. The attack is set up. Spike will be planted. It'll be up to Mizzou with only 4 left to contest the Condors.
Kip gets another kill. Prey's about to run into engagement of his own in the back line. Gets taken down, revealing no more Cypher traps available in the area. Conestoga's going to have to watch their back. Neural Theft as well is going to reveal the positions of these Condors holding down this site. The Rolling Thunder is available from J-Man, though. Yep, beautiful setup. He's going to clear them out of a more confident push. Non gets a kill off of it as well. 3v2 situation now. Spike's getting close. Non eliminated an elbow. Only so much time on Mizzou's clock right now. So many lives left. Down to the 1v1. He's going to be forced to touch the defuse here. J-Man, he's got the lineups. He's got the fault line out.
There goes.
Swing out. Cannot get the kill, but
doesn't matter. Spike's off.
Round win and a board clear.
Yeah. Nobody left. Everyone's dead. But the Condors don't care. They got money in the bank.
Yeah. Their wallet's quite heavy right now. They're able to use those funds to continue this streak.
I still got to say, looking forward, even if this turns out to be a wonderful win on this map for us, it is our pick. We still don't know what's going to happen on Sunset.
Yes.
We don't know what's going to go on.
We're guaranteed to see it, too.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
And the fact that Mizzou's, again, just on the precipice of taking a match from us, that really could still drastically change how this series goes.
They're not giving us easy round wins right now. Yes, we are up 5-0, but they're close.
But I do think the lock-in is there for the Condors. They definitely have a bit of an upper hand when it comes to their mechs right now. They're warmed up, ready to go. Confrontation on the forefront.
Bomb Buddy goes out, the rollout with the showstopper Paranoia, but Prey was hiding in the corner. Got a nice pick, denied any capability of getting that kill. Seeker's out as well. Conestoga was collapsing on site. They're going to clear out their corners here. Non runs into one, takes him down, but the double kill with Panda from above is going to wipe out any possibility of pushing onto the site.
Right now, the rotate comes out. You see the last 2 alive on the board are going to push on fast, pass through mid. They got A in their sights.
Ooh. It's really interesting right now because this is a bit more of an eco round for Mizzou. You've seen the 3 kills so far are from Stingers. In comparison to the firepower Conestoga has with these Vandals, these Phantoms in hand, they shouldn't be winning or losing these gunfights.
Right, and they have to know now, Mizzou does, that A site is where that push is going to happen. Conestoga took their time, though. And I wonder if they're still leaving their option for B.
Go for a rotate here. I believe they're going to make their way through vents. Go for the B site push as well, but Mizzou's got themselves in a very comfortable spot to respond if need be. They're just sitting in the middle. They're waiting for any action.
It looked like maybe they were faking to rotate back to B.
10 seconds
Spike
left.
plant's definitely going to go out on A here with only 10 seconds left. They got to go for it. Going to do it in the back of sight. It's going to be a tough hold for just J-Man and Kip left alive, but it is very possible.
It's doable. We've seen Mizzou fail on retakes like this before, but we're going to find out the answer in about a few seconds here. As soon as that information's there, that's going to be one down. J-Man and Kip both getting a kill on the board, down to a 2v1.
Beautiful. Kip getting that intel to allow J-Man to get a nice, comfortable swing out, but we do see the smoke onto sight, the shrouded step down. Happy Rabbit's on. He's close. They know, though, they hear the defuse attempt going up, but J-Man with the lineup knows right where he is. He saw that little foot peeking out around the corner, and that allows him an easy kill.
Man, I feel like that was Mizzou's to really lose there, because with a player advantage like that, it's just a strong start and a strong hold.
Yeah.
But they gave up that A site. They just did not commit to either and went for retakes.
The retake could have worked for them as well. They made their way out through tower window, and they were watching different angles. But then as soon as they saw Kip peek out, they all snapped to him and looked at him, instead of holding their respective angles and watching each other's backs, allowing J-Man to swing out and follow up with an easy kill of his own. And that's where that hesitation comes in as well, right?
Right. I think it all started to that raise that they had early on. Didn't get anything on the board. And look at this. We're already on-site Condors in a bit of a chaotic situation.
Yeah, nice roll-out attempt coming up from Non there, but he's got to watch his feet here. He's been caught off guard a bit too much by these tripwires on entry. But it still works out in the end, because we brought ourselves to a 3v2 situation. Conestoga having Spike plant down, having this advantage in manpower. They just used that pure gunplay, pushed on site, and were able to take it.
That'll be information, a little bot buddy. Giving Paragon some knowledge of who's there, and Non is waiting for him, but he's going to win. Raze v. Raze, and Non is not the victor, and that's going to be our first round win for Mizzou.
A really good retake onto site. You saw the paranoia came in. It disabled both Non and J-Man's senses. Weren't able to hear, weren't able to see very far, and giving that advantage to that entry duelist there. You saw Paragon able to take 3 kills just like that off of that excellent ability usage and communication.
Hey, clutch it up. We knew it was an inevitability. Mizzou has not been rolling over. They've been just on the edge of taking one of these rounds. They finally followed through. 6-1 on the board, though, is a great start for the Condors.
They reached their minimum.
Exactly, but there's still a lot of this map left to go.
100%. Only 7 rounds in. 7 rounds. We need to go a lot farther than that. Conestoga still has this big advantage. They've got that money. They got room to breathe. See some interesting Cyber Cage lineups right off the bat from Prey there. The Viper's Pit put out an A-site entry. Just going to try and completely deny the site. Non, once again, he keeps getting caught in these tripwires. He's got to look out. They spelt his doom the last 3 rounds. Mid-site push, or making their way in. Not confident enough with Non being taken down to have a good enough entry.
Ooh, I got to watch that peek on left. J-Man might know someone's there.
Just wants to get rid of that tripwire. Both Paranoia and the Guiding Light come out, but the Conestoga backs out, gives out some space to allow for these abilities to get burnt by Mizzou.
Right, let him burn that early, so when you move on site, it won't be a problem. But still, player down. 45 seconds left. Time will start ticking if they don't get themselves on site.
With the Viper's Pit all the way on A, they have no choice but to push into B.
And Mizzou knows this.
Oh, yeah. They got majority forces over there. They're reliant on that Viper's Pit to hold down that A site. We're going to see right now. Silly's going to go for the Paranoia. Prey is flanking his way through vents through mid there, though. If he waits out this ability through mid, Kip getting stuck in the tripwire, allowing Happy Rabbit to line up that shot and get that kill. Conestoga now down 2 players, but Prey getting himself in a nice spot up here. 14 seconds left on the clock, though. We might just see them save.
10 seconds left.
Yeah, at this point, pushing on doesn't make too much sense. Prey doesn't listen to your advice and gets taken out.
He took one with him, though.
That is true. A trade on the board.
Yes.
And it's not all over yet. But with momentum for Mizzou, they're going to start to be standing on equal footing to the Condors now going forward. So these matches aren't going to be, or sorry, rounds are not going to be as soft as they might have been in the previous rounds.
We're going to see a definite tone change from Mizzou right now because their ability usage so far has been hindering the Condors so much. In these last few rounds, you saw it. Non is not able to get those nice engages that have been carrying. You can see 12 and 5. He's been getting these picks because of these tripwires, because of these paranoias. It's been difficult to get on site, to get these angles, to get these kills, to secure it for your team.
Still with a 4-round win over, or 4-round lead, sorry, over Mizzou. Condors are still in a decent spot, but they know that this is no time to be slouching around. You can see it on the players' faces. They're locked in still.
Oh, yeah.
They know this is playoffs. They know that they got to be professional about it.
Just had a bit of a quick timeout. Non having some tech issues, but he's back in. He's good.
Welcome back.
Maybe the duck pulled some wires.
Maybe, you know, those feisty ducks. Look at how Quack he's moving in there. Non gets taken off the board real quick.
It's the problem. He is confident. He's trying to fly his way in, but once again, he's getting hit by these tripwires and these abilities, and it shouldn't be happening this consistently. Might need to slow down the gameplay a bit.
Maybe a little bit, but they do have that stack over on A site.
Yes.
Looks like they might roll in with a gunfight towards mid.
Trailblazer does go out. The rest of the team trying to watch out for any threats up ramp. They do get one kill. Silly gets taken out behind them. Neural theft as well coming from Mizzou. Revealing some positions. Oh, no, that's Conestoga's neural theft instead.
Will be kept at bay though by J-Man. Flashed out, Seeker's out. He's revealed to his opponents there. Zella is just going to patiently wait. Take him out. They walk on to site. Defuse comes out and 3 on the board for me.
These retakes are getting real quick from Mizzou right now. What they're doing is
less hesitation too.
Yeah, they're grouping up. They're getting on site immediately, not giving Conestoga any time to take those angles, get themselves set up, and then the hesitation is slowly disappearing.
Right, and confidence starting to build for the side of Mizzou is not what the Condors want to allow to continue.
Yeah.
In my opinion, this next round here is going to be a massive momentum indicator. If they can't win this one, things are really going to stay even for the rest of this.
All that cushion money Conestoga's been holding on to, gone right now. They lost it all.
Kaput. And it's again, not even that. It's just once you start losing so many rounds in a row, the confidence is very hard to hold on to.
It does affect that mental heavily. We're going to see Non right now. Listen to my advice. He is slowing it down already. No blast packs right off the bat. He's just staying close, letting some ability burn come out from Mizzou. Oh, Paragon with the operator. Taking down Prey through Garage.
An unexpected bullet to the face. Means Prey doesn't get to play anymore. There's going to be a gunfight win for Non, though. Could he get a second win? They know where the other 2 players are. Paragon making his way in, and he's going to take Non off the board.
Showstopper gets rid of him. It's a struggle to push their way in and secure vents in the name of Conestoga right now. They're just not winning any of these gunfights, and the abilities are just hindering their push. All these stuns, all these near sights. It's hard to fight back when you can't see what's happening.
Oh, crosshair placement. Just a couple pixels off. I think he would have won that one if they were just a little more to the left there. And I said it, that was a very important round in my opinion, because now we're going to end up seeing very likely a much closer scoreboard for the rest of this map.
Oh yeah, we might see 6-6 going into second half at this rate. Conestoga's already pushed down to some cheaper buys. Meanwhile, Mizzou only lost 1 player that round.
And Paragon's still sitting there pretty with an op.
Oh yeah.
That's something that the Condors are going to need to be greatly aware of.
So this next round start goes. There is a lot of split composition still going from Conestoga right now. They might want to switch it up and see how a full heavy push onto site feels.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they'll do that this time, though. They do have that split, A and mid. And there is a heavy presence from Mizzou on A. Maybe they start to dedicate some resources back to mid.
Good tripwire disable. Up in vents, Silly unable to fight back. J-Man's trying to follow up, puts out one blind side, tries to get at the other, ends up with just himself, unable to see Price swinging up on top of the boxes. Shot in the head, not much you can do in that situation. Conestoga now down to only 3 players left alive. They're in B tower, but there is a large amount of enemies on their side waiting for them to push onto site.
Trying to pull out util there, they do. Flashes out, wasted none. Still see where he's going. Gunfight win for J-Man. No, it's Panda. And Non gone too.
Oh, Kip, line up the shot. Yep, you don't want to miss that. He's able to get his one, but get eliminated right now. It's hard.
He had his crosshairs there too.
He did.
He had another millisecond. He had that shot.
And just like I said, it's going to be up to 6-6 real soon. Conestoga has a bit of a chance here. They do have the Rolling Thunder, and I believe they'll just scrape by enough money to get a full buy. Maybe with the lack of some abilities, though. You see right now, no bomb buddy for Non.
Last round here before swapping things up. Just hope the Condors can keep themselves in the lead, but I'm not quite confident.
Here it is. Here's that heavy push into site. I was saying they should give it a go. Non trying to get some height. He's able to make his way over the tripwires. He gets hit by 1, but Silly follows up with 3 kills of his own already on site. The Rolling Thunder as well was a huge advantage, making their way on that destructive power that J-Man has available. More kills are going out left and right. Silly's keeping up. And just like that, Conestoga, they're on site. They got Spike down.
This is good.
And it's just 1 player alive for Mizzou.
This is what we wanted to see from the Condors. That 2 rounds ago, and they needed the win there, although it's not locked in yet. They still have to hold this site. There could be an incredible play from our from Paragon, I believe there.
Paragon's definitely the fragger for Mizzou right now, taking down 2, but not enough. Silly ending that round with 4 kills under his belt. And Conestoga going into second half with just a 2-round lead. Not what I expected to happen after how this game started.
Yeah, this was again at the same time, we also saw it. We commented multiple times early on how close these wins were still for the Condors.
Yes.
They were ending a lot of these round wins with only 1 player left on the board, sometimes none.
Yeah.
So it definitely, we knew that potential for Mizzou was there, and it does seem like now Mizzou has locked in, but with a side swap, we do now have to see how Mizzou is going to handle these attacks.
I think Conestoga, they still got that good defense. They got the Cypher, they got the Omen. They're able to hold down these sites effectively. You can see it already that the Viper screen went out for Mizzou all the way over on B, but they're going to instead make their way over to A, force a bit more pressure over onto B site. But if Conestoga can find out this bluff quick, rotate some other players over onto A.
And it seems like that's what's happening right now. They immediately are trying to get themselves over there.
Non's able to get 1. Paragon blast packs his way into sight, but gets hit by multiple abilities on the way in, but he's still able to secure a kill on Kip. Double swing out onto J-Man there as well. Non trades it out, but being taken down in the process. Conestoga down to only these 2 players, both Prey and Silly Shadow. Going to make their way all the way over from B site.
Yeah, that's tough because now they got to retake with 3 players still locking it down. Pistols only. Ooh, a little sneaky attack there from Prey, but he can't clean it up.
That zipline accuracy will get you sometimes, man.
Yeah, and Silly Shadow, the last to clutch it out. We'll see what he can do. I mean, at this point, the best he can hope for is at least a couple kills.
Gets the 1 on Panda. He's got the Paranoia out, but he's hit with the Cam Dart Tracker's position is revealed. He doesn't have the time or space to remove it. He's just going to push his way in, but they know he's there. He gets some damage on the first and second, but cannot secure a kill on either.
He, I mean, yeah, he had to just make moves, but it was funny how close he was able to get there.
They were giving him that space they knew because they had the full tracker on him. They wanted to say, let's back out. Let's get an angle where we can both see him.
First round, that pistol round. Up to Mizzou. That's a massive one because that could give them a couple round leads here. Because they're going to head into the second round on this half on defense with a bit better econ than Conestoga is sitting with.
The A site hold from Conestoga is quite interesting now. You can see got a heavy push, aggression right out the gates. Conestoga, they want this mid control early, and they're going to get it.
And you can see how now they don't want to dedicate 2 players to that far side past the wall. They've sent them to mid instead. So they have more resources.
Non had a nice corner there, but, you know, grenades, they can change that around real quick. Already down that 1 player already. The mid push is continuing for Mizzou. They want control of it instead. They want to take it back from Conestoga, and they will do just that.
Look at it. Prey still hiding away in the corner in case Mizzou decides to make their way onto B through the left side rather than mid. And that might be exactly what's going to happen. And I wonder how much Prey is going to be able to do here. Will we have trigger discipline? Or are they going to check the
classic
corner?
in hand, though. They'll definitely check the corner here. He's got the cam up, and there's going to be 4 players revealed. And he's stuck on his iPhone watching the cams, taken down.
I was going to say, don't text and shoot at the same time, kids.
Conestoga, it was a bit expected because, you know, pistol round, it means a lot. They don't have the firepower to fight back, especially with those real cocky buys coming from Mizzou right now. They have a few Vandals in hand, and it's working for them.
Right. I mean, what do you do on a round like this? The best you can do is hope to force a couple rebuys for Mizzou, but you really don't expect to win the round.
No. It's pretty much spelled out already. Spike plant is down, just 2 players left alive with nothing but classics in hand. What are you going to do about it? Just got to wait at that clock, play for exit frags, and that's exactly what these two are doing.
Last player standing.
Conestoga is going to find themselves at 7-7. As we even up the scoreboard, the rounds are tied, and Mizzou delivering on what we expected was their potential earlier on.
Yeah.
As they've locked in the mental. Maybe it was some nerves early on. They weren't just quite locked in, and they've been able to stop any oddities, stop the bad habits. And now they're going toe-to-toe with Conestoga.
It is quite interesting as well because Conestoga started this game out 6-0.
Right.
And this many round wins in a row from Mizzou's got to be, you know, impacting that mental, bringing them down a little, saying, okay, maybe we aren't as in this as we thought we would be, especially going to this is how playoffs is going to start. You got to have a happy attitude going in.
Right. At the same time, though, they're locking in this round. And now that we're going to be closer in terms of Econ, Conestoga with the Vandals in hand, Non, can only get one, has to leave the corner.
Silly waiting and hiding,
What a
but
push.
Crosshair just isn't there.
No, it's interesting that he had it so far away from that swing, and now it's just Non left in the corridors. Try to hold on to push onto B site from Mizzou.
He's getting some angles out right now, yeah.
Those shells will buy him a bit of space to back off.
It seems that Mizzou is going to dedicate this B-site push soon with only 50 seconds left on the clock. They don't want to rotate too much. They're going to get tower secured here as well. J-Man up close. He's going to have to hold this on his own. The showstopper rollout. Paragon's looking for a kill. He wants to deliver a rocket somewhere. And Prey, unfortunately, is the recipient. Non able to swing out. Get one, get two.
God.
Get intel on the third. And just like that, Conestoga, they have it in their favor, but they aren't fully on site.
Well, that's the big thing right now is that they still got to get themselves in there to go do it together. And Kip is going to shut down. He says, I'm done with this. I'm tired. Let's end this round.
That's the crosshair placement you want to see right there.
And they regain the lead.
It was tough, though.
Yeah.
It was tough to win that round. Non had a really good angle there. He was able to get 3 whole players that round, all while holding down Garage at the same time on his own. And the team, the rest of his teammates, holding the rest of the site, having that confidence in him shows that they still trust each other right now. They aren't going to hesitate on each other's moves, which is good because as soon as you lose that flow, you're going to be losing these rounds more and more.
I don't think we're going to see much of that from the Condors anyways. No. This is a squad that's been playing together for quite some time. They love playing with each other, and that confidence is always going to be there. Showstopper out, Non, one on the board, but Paragon shuts him down before any more.
That was a trade. They did lose Non, but they gained not only a kill, intel as well. They know Mizzou's making their way through mid.
Right. Non did what he was supposed to do.
Yes. He got his one.
Get that first. Get the information. Now the rest of the squad can lock it in.
You see the vents push coming in. These 2 players making their way from Mizzou. The rest are going to come in through A main. Just Prey left inside on his own. A lot of angles to watch. Do you watch above or to your right? He knows to watch above. He hears the abilities coming out, but there's so many different angles.
Oh, this is so scary for Prey. What are you going to do? 1?
Oh, but he gets 1,
2,
3,
4,
possibly so
3! Prey, lock it in. Smile. You earned that one, man.
And we were so worried about the guy.
No,
he was just where he needed to be.
He had that corner on lock. Mizzou, watch out. The demon is hiding his way on your site there.
That was insane because he had to watch above, watch beside him, and they fully swung at the site. Nobody checked that corner.
Nobody checked the corner. They will now.
And because
they're
as
gonna
well,
have nightmares about that one.
yeah, they're gonna always check it now when they push on site. He had the Phantom as well, so those shots ringing out, they were silent. They didn't know where they were coming from.
That's wonderful. What a
Conestoga
great round to win. That's
with a
gonna
2-round lead as well.
Well, that's really going to be massive for the squad's morale as well. They're like, oh wait, we can do that. Okay, and confidence is going to be at an all-time high.
Seeing the confidence already. Non swinging out, getting an early pick out in garage, able to secure himself another ult orb. Build up to another rocket launcher use real soon there, but the A push is coming in from Mizzou. They're up in tower. They're gaining space. These two players over on site, both Kip and Prey, are going to back out, give them the space, most likely let them get this plant down, but have the resources for a good retake. Ooh, oh, okay. I was going to say, might have switched it just like that, but Kip was able to trade up that kill. 3v4 situation, Conestoga has this advantage, but Non's going to have to watch his back here from behind. Happy Rabbit, the double kill from Vents. Now what you want to see.
Down to 2 players, Spike out. Conestoga on the retake. They're going to try to pick at them from both sides. That's down an even scoreboard now. Now they have the advantage, 2-1. Seeker's out. They know where he is. They peek the corner, and the Condors lock it in. What a wonderful retake.
The back-to-back quad kills on A site right now. We saw Prey do it last round. Kip just said, "You know what? I could do that too. Yeah, you're not special."
That's great. But they are special.
They are.
Every single one of them. Now they're into double digits. It is 10-7 for the Condors. We knew that Mizzou was going to be able to put up a fight, but it does seem like some of that offense might be a little shaky for Mizzou, especially, as you said, those holds on that site in the last 2 rounds here has not been great for Mizzou.
No, not at all. They've been able to get majority site control, get the spike planted, but just clearing out these angles, holding them strongly, has not been their strong suit. Conestoga has been exploiting that, getting in there, getting those angles out. There hasn't been a lot of major ability usage compared to the gunplay from Conestoga, just dominating these rounds thus far.
We'll see what happens now in our 18th round. As a early kill for Silly Shadow, he gets the first one on the board. Sorry, Non, but Shadow's time to shine.
Gets traded out. Panda with the kill from Garage. The silent push through mid was just revealed because of that kill. Not only do you get the intel, you get a trade-off just like that. Conestoga is in a bit more of a safe position, but now Mizzou's going to scatter around, run away, and they're going to regroup for an A push, and I don't think Conestoga is going to be ready for this.
No, maybe not, unless they can call it early on, but it seems like they still think that B is on its way. Uh-oh. Yeah, they're all leaving now.
Oh, yeah. J-Man last on site. He's getting ready to evacuate through screens. He's going to see this one player, though, getting that kill and then alerting his teammates, hey, you guys got to come back A site. You got to help me real quick.
And now it's going to be hard. Smoke is out. Getting back on site, that spike will likely get planted down before Condors can make their way in. And it's going to be the retake for the Condors, but they're setting up now nicely. Watch that mid. There's going to be an interaction down there.
I think they know Non and Jamin are both trying to clear out space up top here. The shot's out from ramp as well, and the Neural Theft is going to reveal these spots. Prey is taken down in mid, trades it back with a Neural Theft of his own. 3v3 situation right now. It's even up. Condors pushing their way out. We're going to see the Aftershock making its way, clearing out main. The screens push soon. Blind spot as well. Non's going to fly and make his way through elbow. He's going to swing out. But Happy Rabbit smoked out. Kip gets a kill up in tower. Can Non get a second one here? No! Zella gets another. Left just Kip alive on site. Spike halfway to detonation. It's going to be close. He's trying to find Rabbit. But a 50-50 chance. He got to check one side or the other, and he lost that 50-50.
Yeah, that was a really tough spot. There's a few places that last player could have swung out, could have been hanging out. But they took it wide to get the angle. And 8 rounds on the board for Mizzou. As we've said before and plenty of times, we'll say it. I'm sure a lot more going forward, but Mizzou, again, no slouches. They're going to continue to put up a fight. Almost every single one of these rounds have been hard fought for the Condors.
Yeah. Definitely quite the equal match we're seeing right now. Conestoga holding that advantage still. They had it earlier. They regained it now. And they're learning a bit. Mizzou has been changing up their attack style a bit more. We've seen them go a bit more silent, not as loud onto these sites. We see that retake last time. They were spread out.
Oh, okay. Prey through. The cage gets one, but Paragon finally shuts down the turret he was.
Yeah, he dedicated that one way for a little too long. He got the one kill. Wasn't quite what he needed there. A second one. He could have backed out, gave a bit more space. Conestoga right now are holding majority mid-control here, and we're going to see the A rotate coming soon. And will they be able to read it soon enough? J-Man's close near vents. Kip's coming in from behind on A site. But Mizzou's going to be on. They're going to get this plant out before any real stop can happen. But Kip, doesn't matter. He's up in tower, getting that one kill, clearing a bit more space. Non gets the lurker all the way in mid-site, and it's a 4v2 Conestoga with the advantage. This shouldn't be a difficult retake.
Yeah, that was really huge for Kip, getting that one before exiting. Bring them into a better situation for the retake, but they're going to lose one. At least they got the trade. Silly Shadow gets revenge for Non on Zella, and they know where the last is. There's the peek, and there's the kill for the Condors.
Nice, easy retake. There we go. Very interesting. I've been saying Mizzou's been trying to mix up this post-plant strategy, right? They get the spike down, and it hasn't been working for them recently, so they're trying to do these things like spread out across the site, kind of leave the spike alone and try and, you saw it there, flank around Conestoga, get those vital positions away from their possession, but Conestoga's reading them way too quickly for Mizzou to have a proper response.
Timeout active on the board. Of course it is. This is a time for Mizzou that you want to lock back in. You know that you can go toe-to-toe with the Condors. You've been doing it. You have 8 rounds on the board to the Condors 11.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely take this timeout for the Condors. It's going to make sure that they're not losing that momentum, that they keep their mind focused. What you're doing right now is right. The quick reactions to everything need to continue.
Yes. We know these guys. I don't think timeouts are too much of a danger to them. They've even taken timeouts when they've been in the lead.
For their own, yeah.
Yeah, they've even done it on their own. So they're probably like, yeah, okay, I don't mind this at all. Take a second for a breather.
Yeah, a lot of times it doesn't seem that it bothers them. Although I do see that what's a carefree, kind of happy, trolly attitude coming out from Prey again, right? Like we've seen that from them, but it means they're feeling good. And they're still having fun with the video game that they're playing.
Of course.
But they got to make sure that they don't troll and they stay locked in because, yeah, this is not going to be an
2
easy
rounds
win.
away. That's all they need.
Yep.
All they need.
Granted, again, this is their map pick. Heading to Sunset next. We don't know what that's going to spell.
I know nothing.
We don't know.
I know the map. I don't know how they're going to play on it.
Yep. Well, they can lock it in. Match point is on the line here for the Condors. They have a chance to put themselves in a great position going forward for the rest of the map.
Oh, Seeker's up in tower along with the showstopper. Silly with both Jellyfish and a rocket on his tail gets taken down, given space.
Oh, no.
Paragon to push forward, get 1, 2, 3 kills on the board for himself. Clearing space for this B push. Just J-Man and Non left alive on site to hold back against the whole team of Mizzou. Mizzou might realize, you know what, we got majority control. These players are gone. Just plant A site.
Oh, absolutely. You got a clear run over to A site now. You take that freebie.
You see right now in a 5v2 situation, these two last Condors players say, you know what, we got some rounds to spare. Let's keep up with the econ good. Just run away and save.
Yeah, definitely don't be wasting that money. I mean,
no.
Especially if you do end up losing the next 2 rounds. That's a whole round that you didn't need to waste 2 of your players.
Final stretch situation, right? You're 2 rounds away from victory. You want to be able to match up to these guys as consistently as you can. And without that firepower, you can't do that.
Right. Ooh, the hunt is out. Paragon around the corner. Good night.
You also get moments like this. You get some exit picks.
J-Man was like, okay, hey, I'll take that. Ooh, wait, he got another one. Piggy about the round. Swing was wide, and he couldn't track. Non gets one, though. Another one? They try to hunt them down, and Non says, get out of my house.
Fighting back.
Interesting that they continued to go for these picks, knowing that there was only one left, right? Mizzou risked a lot doing that, and very clearly they lost a lot.
They lost 3 players in the end there, ending up with only 2 alive. They do have that win-round streak bonus. So they got a bit more money, but Conestoga right now, getting those kills is also money in the pockets, and more kills means less money for the other team. So it's a bit of a positive outcome. They probably didn't expect to get many at all.
I must wait a moment.
Well, not too bad. 2-round difference. Condors still searching for that match point round win.
Kip from screens, the disrespect. Bam, bam. All he needs, 2 kills on the board right away. The A push continues, though. Mizzou is going to get in there. The space is going to be given, but the Seekers go out. Non's able to find 1 kill up in tower. The Viper's pit on site. Responded the showstopper. Non's flying in. He sees one in the corner. He gets Zella, who's right beside him. Danger close, Non. Look out. That's your own rocket launcher. But it does not matter. You know why?
Hey, where'd Mizzou go?
They're all dead.
They left.
Yeah.
I don't see him anymore.
Look at Conestoga. Not a single player eliminated.
I think they forgot to join the lobby on that one. Wow, that's it. Match point. Thank you, in-game announcer. I had forgotten. Just kidding. I remember.
We knew the whole time.
We knew the whole time because we were getting close. Map 1 is ready to be locked in for the Condors. All they got to do is make sure they're locked in for these next few rounds if it goes that distance.
The commitment of that Viper's Pit last round as well, along with the other ultimates, resulting in a full flawless win from Conestoga is also going to be horrible for Mizzou in terms of resources and that mental as well. They know, oh man, these guys are going to continue to put up a fight even when they're at such a site disadvantage.
Buddy's out. Not sure they got any information from that.
He got shot through mid there. They know that there's people, enemies afoot. Gotta watch out the tripwire up though with the repeated smokes from Silly Shadow. It's gonna be hard for Mizzou to make their way in here.
Very difficult. This mid is locked down. Visibility at an all-time low.
They're committing it though. With time burnt on the clock, they gotta get something done with this space they're trying to take. The ability's burnt as well, but they're still not pushing forward.
Yeah, they don't know what they want to commit to in here. We're seeing a bit of that Mizzou hesitation. Looks like A site might be their option.
Having Zella up so close, having ramp secured. You're gonna see Kip with the Trailblazer puts out. He sees him. He gets the concuss off. That's some damage as well. He's gonna swing out, but he can't get the kill. Zella taking him down, allowing the neural theft. They're gonna figure out these Condors locations. Non's up close. Zella knows he's there, but gets flashed as he swings around the corner. It's falling apart for Conestoga. 1 by 1, they fall. Silly with a kill of his own. Prey limited on the other side. It's a 1v4 situation. Paranoia out. Silly can't quite see. He's just running around. Bit of a chaotic situation for him. He knows they're coming in from tower. All of them are up there. He's able to get 1 kill. Might get a second here. Get some damage out, but not enough to take that kill. Pulls out the Stinger instead. Nope. Got another Vandal.
Yeah, not much you're going to be able to do in that. Got some damage off, too. You saw maybe if he got on there, even just got just a line of sight on 2 of those players. He probably could have taken them out and get it down to a 1v1, but they were smart. They backed up.
You can tell the adrenaline definitely kicked into him. So you can see him. He gets 1 kill. He gets a bit of a second, and as soon as that guy runs out through window, he chases him. He doesn't check his corners. He doesn't look around, and that's what results in his death.
Yeah, the tunnel vision locking in, but we do have Mizzou on double digits now. The Condors.
They just need 1.
Just need 1. I wonder if they do lose this round, if we see a timeout for them.
This is their final force buy. They spent it all to have a hold of these rifles and keep up with Mizzou. Gonna see the trade already. Kip getting taken down, but Prey gives 1 back. He's able to get the neural theft out. Knows Mizzou's coming in from garage. Whether Mizzou commits this or not, with the intel up for Conestoga, is gonna be real interesting.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you want to at that point, because it's hard. Do you commit and then maybe psych out the defenders? But no, just the risk factor is probably way too high.
With a nice flank from Sewer here with Prey. He doesn't want to swing out and find any, though. He's going to try and wait for them to come to him, but they aren't going to do just yet. They're going to commit this B site. They're going to rotate around, get some tower advantage up here. J-Man up top. He's going to put up the fault line back up into elbow.
Oh, that's going to be huge for Prey, though, on that flank. He might be able to take out that raise.
He knows they're there. This is going to be huge for Conestoga to take this round. A few kills go out. Conestoga with a disadvantage. He pulls out the knife. They don't quite see him, though. He gets 1. Can he get the second? He can't get the second. He's going to back out and give space. He knows this guy's up there, though. Miss Piggy knows he's behind him. Miss Piggy's just going to run away. J-Man all the way down in alley. He's going to hear the spike plant attempt go out real soon. Yep, he might know.
Doesn't want to commit.
Oh, he gets some shots out, though. Prey up top. He doesn't know to check his corner. Just J-Man left alive in a 1v2 situation. The ultimate from Rabbit to get down, get all the way back near garage, reposition because his position was revealed from that kill on Prey. J-Man with the tremor out, the fault lines to swing around the corner. He finds Miss Piggy, gets the one kill. He doesn't know where this other guy is. Fakes the defuse, but there's so many angles to watch. Oh, it's getting close. 11-12 now.
Yeah, that, again, hurts, as you said, for the Condors not being able to get a round win there.
Yeah. Putting them down, we're going to most likely see it to overtime now because of their lack of... You're going to look at it. Bulldog, Bucky, classic for Kip. They don't have the funds to keep up, and that's almost a guaranteed round win at this point for Mizzou.
They're locking in, but again, across the board, you see it with Mizzou too. Both squads are getting so many frags out. This has been such a tight series in playoffs. What a good way to start playoffs,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hans holding all the way over in mail here. He's got the Bucky in hand, but Mizzou's going to go for a Vents push instead. That's the thing. Conestoga, they are down on weaponry, but if they hold these smart angles and positions, they can find themselves a good few kills.
Ooh, lost some information. Nod knows he's in the right place.
Oh.
Ooh. Kip, little peek from Vents. Get out of there.
Puts out the guiding light. He knows that nobody's there anymore. Non's going to blast pack his way out. His position was revealed. Give up mail, but he's holding a deadly corner still in tower. Mizzou's going to rotate their way around. They're going to go for the A push instead. We're going to see J-Man and Kip are already on site and waiting.
There's Mizzou now up through Vents. They're making their way towards the A site.
It's getting quiet, but pretty soon the abilities are going to go out. The comms are going to be put out. J-Man, he's got the Rolling Thunder. He's going to shoot it out. Buy a bit more time for his team to group up. Kip almost didn't shoot enough to get that kill, and Paragon eliminates him. They know he's in the back of sight, though. He's going to swing out.
What is going on?
This guy gets a second, but that's okay. Those 2 kills with a Spectre is huge for Conestoga right now. They're down 2-3. They're going to have to get a retake out, and J-Man eliminated in screens, just non-left. He's in the back of sight. He's got the Bucky.
It's time to clutch up, Nod.
Oh, but these long angles, no, not much you can do there with that gun.
That was hard, too. An interesting strat from Mizzou. We saw it, too, a little dance party on site. And it worked. I mean, you get taken out, but you got the trade and put Mizzou in a good place to hold things on site. And now we're into overtime. What a way I said, you know, if you're one of these teams, you're not happy with it. But for fans watching, it's the most exciting could it be. What a start to playoffs. I said it before, and I want to say it again.
Gets the blood pumping for sure. Conestoga back in the attack right now. Going to see how they play this through. Already saw Paragon spent a bit more of his money to get that operator purchase. He was doing some wonders with it earlier. It's going to be a threat for Conestoga, especially if they try to push this B site, because that's where the operator shines.
J-Man, very active on the mic. Team lead. He's making sure everyone's locked in. Pull them together. Paragon so early on. Early peek and good night, Prey.
Prey had just barely, we said it earlier, the millimeter of that crosshair placement away from Paragon's head to get rid of him. Conestoga's going to give it that space. Switch over for the mid push here. The Trailblazer went out from Mizzou, giving them a bit of intel, but is eliminated.
Right, this is not a good position for the Condors.
So many smokes from the push through. Not comfortable enough to make their way, and just going to wait for them to wear out.
They're losing a lot of time on the clock.
Going to rotate their way back around, go for this B push once again instead, but it's hard. Mizzou's got it locked down nice.
And there's going to be no time once they find out that it's locked down to make a rotate to A. They've got to commit on this site at this point.
See Silly's waiting for the rest of his smokes to come back up. Guiding light as well. But the abilities are getting traded back and forth, burning more and more of Conestoga's precious time. J-Man flies onto the site, gets shot in the side. Kip gets eliminated on the other side as well, but Paragon caught out, misses the shot. Non gets rid of him, but the rest of his team is eliminated, along with the fact that it's just J-Man left alive. 1 versus 3. He's got the spike in tow. But will he be able to get the plant down? Not quite.
That was hard. He made the peek. You already had someone on site. You had someone else about to peek around the other corner as well. Match point for Mizzou. If we want to win this, we got to lock in. There's a few more rounds they're going to have to win in a row here to get themselves on the board. And a timeout this time now for Mizzou.
It's still Mizzou. Conestoga's yet to do a timeout. this map so far. Very interesting. You think they do it right now, but no, Mizzou's going to do it instead. Maybe they got a little bit of the handshake as well.
Maybe they got it too. No, it's a good point. There's oftentimes we've seen it from the Condors before where they get a little nervous and they can't keep the sights locked on, that they want to time out. They do it themselves to make sure they can take a couple moments just to breathe and get themselves in it. So could be the same situation for Mizzou.
They're one round away from taking it, though. This being Conestoga's map as well. They don't want to give it. They want to stay ahead. They want to get this round or this map 1 win, but they're down that 1 point in this overtime. This round is going to mean a lot.
Locking J-Man again. Million words a minute. You see the gamer positions. Lock back in. I still see some smiles, though, I think, from Prey.
That guy's always got a smile on his face.
Yeah, he's always loving life.
Here we have it. Conestoga on the defense now. Swapped on over. Mizzou's got to show what they got on attack.
Let's hope what they got on attack is the answer to bringing this back to an even setup in overtime. They get a clear push, Mizzou does, through mid.
Seems, yeah, Conestoga's just going to give them that mid space.
It's fair. I mean, I can see the plan. Sit back, let them think that they have room to move on to site, catch them off guard. And I think Mizzou's realizing that. They're kind of hesitant on which move they want to make here because they're like, oh, what Condors are doing is working right now. We don't know where really they're locking in.
Silly's ready all the way up by stairs, up in the tower. He's going to throw it a paranoia at the moment, so his Prey's watching, waiting for any intel. The Trailblazer comes up from above. Conestoga knows where they're pushing in from. You're going to see the rotates from A site already. But with the less manpower they have on this site, if Mizzou acts quick, this could fall apart for Conestoga.
Yeah,
Prey underneath, though.
Oh, no!
Okay, no, he gets the kill. He does get the kill. Silly gets a second. Conestoga's up right now, though, but it gets traded back out. 4v3 situation. The collapse on site is happening. Silly's going to fall back to Alley because his team is not quite with him yet. Non knows there's one up top in Tau. He gets the bomb buddy out. He's trying to clear out some space to give a bit more of an advantage to his team.
He just wants to make sure that he's got time for his team to roll in and so they can get the retake. They know that they weren't going to be able to stop that spike plant. And they want to act quick. They're moving in fast.
Whoa.
Non on site. And they're starting to take down some of those Mizzou players. And there's Non right in there. Says good night, but can't take out the last in heaven. And it's going to be down to 1v1.
J-Man knows where he's going to break the defuse, but he can't get the shots off enough. Putting him down to about 20 HP. But giving map 1 to Mizzou.
Yeah, this was quite the win for Mizzou. Coming off of Conestoga's pick, going into their map pick next, a map that we're not sure our team has a lot of time spent on. That was a massive, massive win for Mizzou. What a series, though. What?
Oh, yeah.
A back and forth.
Oh, yeah. Very, very impressive from Mizzou. They were down, like I was saying, it was 6-0 in that first half, and they brought it back up and matched them up in overtime, giving them that map 1 win on Conestoga's choice.
I can't. It's crazy because, yeah, how we started that was a 6-1 lead.
Yes.
It got brought back to about 6-4, and then the 6-6 or 7-7, and then we started to get a lead.
It was 5-7 into second half.
Yeah,
That's how it went.
And then it tied up at 7-7, and then we saw finally around the 16th round, Conestoga started to pull ahead into double digits, up to 11, and then Mizzou locked in again. What a fight. We knew it from the bat. We said, these are close enough that if Mizzou cleans up some of these small mistakes, they're going to be in it. And boy, we weren't wrong.
We were wrong.
Unfortunately,
we were wrong.
They did lock in, and they were able to pull away a map win. That is huge for Mizzou.
You know, maybe it's my thing I was saying the other week that the map wins always go.
Maybe
to the
we're back to
doesn't
that.
Choose them, maybe. But with Sunset coming up, I don't know what to say. I don't have the experience or the stats of these guys to know how it's going to go down.
Right, that's the biggest thing, and again, with Sunset, you mentioned what we might see on that map. Now that we've seen the players, how do you feel like this might be a run out for Mizzou, given the fact that we don't necessarily know how it's going to be approached?
It's a very interesting map and how it plays compared to the other ones. It's very small. It is. I believe it is the smallest map in the whole game.
And I love small maps, so I'm excited.
You're gonna enjoy this one.
Yes.
And it's very interesting. It is a very, very attacker-sided map. These sites are not built for defense.
Right.
So it's interesting because it's not a fan favorite at all. A lot of people don't like it because of that.
And I'm very curious to see how Mizzou operates,
Yes.
how Condors lock in, because if they lose this, it's done and it's down to the lower bracket, not someplace you want to end up early on. But they're going to take a couple moments to get themselves locked in. On the other side of the break, we find out how the Conestoga Condors handle the situation. Welcome back to Conestoga College. We're watching the Conestoga Condors Valorant Gold Squad push their way through playoffs, or at least attempt to. First map lost to Mizzou. We're going to talk about that second one coming up here. I'm Leaf, and Mr. Ohek is with me to continue talking about Val Gold.
I do that a lot, and I enjoy it. I do enjoy the talking about this team. It's what I come here for, and we're going to see even more of that. It was unfortunate that map 1 choice by Conestoga went in the hands of Mizzou. We're on to map 2 here, Sunset. We're in Asian Select already, and this is an interesting one. I'm already happy, though, to see Kip locked in on Fade. This is a very Fade-dominant map. The initiators, they look real good in this one. There's a lot of vertical angles, a lot of different setup spots you can go for.
Right.
And having these picks locked in is pretty huge. We're going to see the basic as well. You see Silly, he's on the Omen. Prey's going to lock in on the Cypher, and then J-Man and Non on the Breach and the Raze. And that's just the basic, I always say it. That's the bread and butter for these guys. They know what to do.
Right.
And having that switch up with Kip on the Fade instead of the usual Sky is still okay.
Yeah, I was going to ask, because again, coming into this especially, is this is a map that we weren't sure what we're going to see from Conestoga. Mm-hmm. Do you like the Fade pick? You said this does seem like a good pick for this map.
This is, I'd say, Fade's best map. And having that information coming in from this character, having the setups, it's not only intel, it's also debuffs.
Right.
Because you got the Prowler that can stun, you got the C's that can keep these players all held in together and allow for those nice initiates. Especially, you could even have a follow-up from J-Man as well, prolonging those stuns because of the capture ability Fade has.
So I'm curious then why we've not seen that pick from Mizzou.
On the other side, they instead opted for the Sova pick, which is still good. Because I was saying there's a lot of like little holes and windows that you can shoot these abilities through, like the Recon Dart for Sova, the Haunt for Fade, to allow for these information lineups.
Right. Well, we head into map 2. Sunset is our opponent's pick. Mizzou is going to come in with supposedly the advantage in this, and I must remind you the Condors must win this map if they want to stay alive in the series, to stay alive in the upper bracket. If not, they end up in the lower bracket with no extra life left.
No, nothing at all. They got to really fight down there, but why not just fight for it now, right? I'm going to see them do just that. Starting on defense as well, Conestoga. This is a very attack-sided map, so having Mizzou on this start, they might get some rounds early before half swap.
Well, it's pistol round. Let's hope we can win it. We saw that be truth in the first map. Whoever won the pistols had the next few rounds after that. It's usually the way it goes. And, early on, Non is taking a lot of damage.
Oh, gets hit with the fault line, tries to respond with the paint shells with the blast pack rollout coming from Paragon. Spells his death just like that. J-Man with the aftershocks going to back out, give some space. It seems that site control is already going to go into favor of Mizzou, but they're not on just yet. They're hesitant.
Interestingly, because again, you said attacker heavy on this map. You said that they should be confident moving in. Especially on pistols, when we usually see some early engagements, they're leaving A site and moving on around to B.
They do have Zella all the way over there in mid, holding a closer corner because Conestoga, majority of their defender forces have moved over to A. B is wide open.
Yeah, they're going to have a real hard time taking back this B site once they realize that that's where they got to go. Ooh, watch that mid. There's going to be a potential interaction right here. Prey, can he get the kill at least? No, Prey off the board.
30 seconds
Conestoga, not a very good position right now. Down 2, they do have some damage out on those 2 Mizzou players in pistol round that could spell 2 easy kills just like that. We see Kip's gonna make his way through door into market here. He's gotta watch his left. Zella's right there, but he's on his phone. Oh, the beautiful lineup with the fault line allows Kip 1-2 kills, making his way in. He throws at the Haunt, gets more intel. He knows that there's one through the wall there. You can't pen that though. Ghost does not go through. Down to a 3v3 situation, but Conestoga has this advantage right now in health.
They have to push.
Oh yeah, they're gonna make their way on soon. J-Man's gonna swing on the corner, he gets 1 kill. 2v3 situation, Kip's gotta watch out to his right, Miss Piggy in the smoke. He gets 2, gets J-Man down as well. Kip swings around, he gets the 1, but gets shot in the back. It all fell apart that quick. Miss Piggy clearing out Conestoga.
Yeah, there's not much you can do there. I mean, even if you get the kills, you're not getting that defuse with that much time left. And the round is going to go to Mizzou, which is huge, again, to win those pistols. We got the kills, sure, and that's great. But now you're at disadvantage.
It was a very smart play what Mizzou did there, though, allowing Miss Piggy, who had more HP, to stay on site for those up-close and personal encounters, and letting the rest of his team at low health back out.
Right. Round win for Mizzou. Their map pick, so it's not entirely surprising, but it was a close round. Down to the final player. And Nod, what on earth did we just see?
Oh. See how he just paused there?
Uh-huh.
Because he clipped it.
Yep.
He's
like, I'm watching that one back.
I would as well.
Hey, don't worry, we got it. We got it as well, Nine. We got a VOD you can check out.
See, the push is going to rotate its way back on over to B site. Silly gets eliminated in the corner. Classic up against Phantom. Now she can do Prey, trades it back out. J-Man tries to swing out, get a second one, but kills are going out left and right now. But Conestoga holding this advantage. Prey and Non left alive. They got control of the spike. Panda has to come to them.
And there he is, but he does take down Non.
Oh, but
Prey's
got
last.
himself in a nice spot.
Yeah, he's going to be right up. I've got the high ground.
Panda's not going to expect this corner placement whatsoever. You can see him clearing out the other sides. Prey getting that easy kill. And you know what's really crazy? I said last map, you'll never see a 1-to-1. Never. But look at it right now. Conestoga, even down on that econ, down on that money, they tied it up.
Well, I think that comes down to that really smart play, as you just called out, from Prey at the end there. What a wonderful bit of positioning from him, using that smoke to hide himself in that corner. As you said, Mizzou player's never going to expect him to be hanging out.
They already cleared out that corner, but he snuck himself into it after they cleared it out, so they were confident that he wouldn't be there. Along with the fact he was able to grab a Vandal from the opposing team.
That was huge, yeah.
Was massive for Conestoga.
Because he might not have gotten that kill before that player left around the corner.
If he had just a classic, he wouldn't have been able to get him like that.
Now into round 2, we'll see if Conestoga can take the lead. Silly Shadow going to get frag on the board there. It's Paragon off too. Their duelist is now missing from action.
Some really good haunt lineups coming out from Kip right now, securing some nice easy swings there. You saw it. Silly's able to get that kill because the information was gathered. Fault line forces both Kip and Jamin to fall back. This mid space is being given to Mizzou, but there's not too much they can really do with it because Conestoga is holding them from making their way over to these other sites.
Ooh, Silly. That's 2.
And Spike down as well. He knows they're there. Frank gets shot in the back, but Silly's holding close still in market. He's playing a bit of a ring around the rosy, around the info box, but Happy Rabbit gaining at Vandals, able to swing down, get that kill on him. 3v2 situation, but sight is in the hands of Mizzou, but they don't have the spike.
No,
it's
that's
still
the
in
big
mid.
thing. Yeah, and Conestoga can play off that massively. They're going to make the push in there.
Oh, Kip with the amazing. He's getting these lineups perfectly. He's getting the intel out for his team. That was 4 scans with Haunt that whole round there. I love it. I love it already.
I think the team is locked in. And what's great about this as well is that 2 on the board after losing pistol round and on a map. This is not your pick while on defense.
Attacker sided, yeah. It's not supposed to happen like
All
this.
the odds were stacked against you, and you pulled it together. This is what I love about watching this team.
Some really smart plays right now. Good ability usage, good coordination, spelling out these victories. 2-1. Let's see if they keep this advantage.
Conestoga in playoff mindset. They know they have to lock in, otherwise they end up down in the lower bracket. But they have a journey to get there. Only 3 rounds into the second map.
Fault line goes out. Silly's forced out of market there, but he's going to do some repositioning. Prey going to have to look out. Doesn't want to get his face exploded along with the blind as well. He can't get a careful swing out. Gets eliminated, giving the site control over to Mizzou. Paint Shells goes out. Clears Silly Shadow out of the way. Kip's up above. Spike is down for Mizzou right now. Kip trades it out. He's going to... Ooh, he's getting the ultimate and now. He's going to affect a few Mizzou players on site, flushing them away. Conestoga, the retake coming in. Panda and Market takes down Silly Shadow. The Prowler as well can't quite catch them. They know he's there. They clear him out, get some space. Non with the angle around the corner here is going to be huge for Conestoga to clear these angles, but the kills from Mizzou are going out left and right. Conestoga cannot win these gunfights.
Yeah, this is not looking good, Kip. We've seen him lock in before, but this is not a position he needs to be in, and he'll be trying again next round. Tied up 2-2, Mizzou keeps themselves on the board, keeps them locked into this map, And it's everything we expect now from this series.
I'm very surprised because that was a very, very good Nightfall coming from Kip there. That's the ultimate from Fade, clearing them off the site. But Conestoga, they hesitated. They didn't use the speed they should have to get on and get that retake while they were in that comfortable position.
We'll see if Conestoga can try to nab as many more rounds as possible while on defense. Really early on interactions. Oh, look how fast this push on the site is.
Paranoia, though. Oh, it's going to have them thinking. But he's in the corner now. He's looking for any engagements. The Cyber Cage is going to fall soon. Flash out as well. Silly gets one. He gets flushed up by the paint shells. But that's intel and a kill for Conestoga.
Right. That's a very massive. At least get that trade. Silly Shadow did great work for his squad. Unfortunately, can't join them for the rest of this round. But his death will not be in vain.
It's been a bit more quiet now. Mizzou is trying to gain a bit more mid control. You see these two players here, but it's hard to push up and get through both Market and mid main. The Rolling Thunder onto B site, pushing its way through Market. Doesn't collect any of Conestoga's players. Prey getting a kill of his own. J-Man going to get paranoid, flushed out of watching over Market connection, but Prey says, don't worry, I got it covered. He's holding down this site. Oh, a third kill as well. It doesn't matter. Fourth, Prey says no.
All right, Prey.
No.
All right, Prey. Today, it seems to be Prey and Kip. I mean, Nan's getting some great shots himself, too, but Prey and Kip are lighting up this round specifically.
Yep. B-site's Prey's site now. Change the name. Change it all. That's his.
It's Braysite.
Braysite. Or Preb.
Sure. This is exactly what we want to see from Conestoga. 3 rounds now while on defense on Sunset. Our opponent's pick. I got to remind you every single time that the odds they're going up against, because it just makes every single round win that they're getting that much more impressive.
Because if they get as many as they can in this defense half going into attack, once they have that advantage, it is more in their favor to carry their momentum to this map win.
Oh, crosshair placement is locked in. Silly Shadow. That's what I want to see.
Even under the pressure with the fault line as well, he managed to shrouded step his way out. He's looking for a second as well. They know their Market. But the rest of the team, you see there's no picks on the Condors. They're not rotating yet. They're holding their position down because Mizzou hasn't committed enough to consider this a site push.
Although this might be it now. As you say it, we see that site push as we lose Prey. And the rest of the Condors try to make their way around the map over to Sunset. Should be a fast rotate given the size of the map. Spike on site. They'll have to retake.
Out in the Market there, clearing some space. Kip manages to grab one. Second one out as well. He's just getting this place ready for Nan to get this entry in. He knows there's one around the corner. He swings up, but he can't get Happy Rabbit at the situation. J-Man follows up the kill of his own. But Conestoga's taking a little too much time right now to get onto site. The spike is slowly burning down. The Haunt goes on the corner, sees this one Mizzou player. Kip is confident enough to swing around, but Silly does it instead. Gets eliminated by Kip with a double. Just one player in the back. Zella hiding behind this smoke, puts up the Cyber Cage. Kip's going to go for this, but he gets tagged by the camera, but doesn't get eliminated.
That was a great play, I think, from Conestoga. Risky one. There was a huge possibility that Kip doesn't make it out of this round alive. But they work together. J-Man comes in, body blocks, says, I'll be your bodyguard. Don't you worry about it.
Mr. President, get down.
And the Condors, 4-2 now. Timeout, of course. Like, you absolutely call a timeout of your
You got to try and shut these guys down as much as you can right now. They're getting this momentum 2 rounds away from their minimum before half swap. On defense, on Sunset, the map pick of Mizzou, you don't want to see them having, an advantage right now in this early half or even being able to tie it up as they get into second half. They want to shut these guys down.
Silly Shadow with a I don't know if I've seen that stretch technique before.
Did you do the wave?
He was doing the wavy arms just a moment ago.
I do that sometimes. I won't lie.
I do that for fun, but
I do it. It helps the wrists. It really helps my wrists.
I feel like
that's
there might
why.
be some other techniques, but hey, it looks fun.
But this isn't. Yeah, bending the fingers back isn't as fun as doing the wave.
That is fair.
Yeah.
And the team loves having fun.
Exactly.
You see it in the demeanor all the time. I mean, we mentioned Prey right in the middle there. How often you see a smile on his face. You see the little ducky there as well on Nan's computer.
It's got to help.
On Nan's screen. And overall, this team while just being great at the game, also is really great at maintaining a solid atmosphere within the squad.
Yeah, smiles are around always. Seen it all year. It's hard to get these guys down. Even when losing, they still stay positive.
7th round on the board, and it's Mizzou that's trailing.
It's really interesting because Mizzou hasn't gone for an A push yet.
Well, when it does happen, they might have Condors off guard. There, nice pick from Non. He'll get the heck out of there, though.
But we're seeing, like, the other players are still holding A site for Conestoga, so they're still waiting for it to happen.
Well, that's the thing is, like, Conestoga's been locked in. Their defense, until they lose that player, they've been making sure both sites are locked in. This is going to be interesting. There's that A site you're asking about, though. They make their way through the backside.
Yeah, they're going in. The showstopper went out, couldn't quite collect Kip all the way in defender side spawn. Recon dart as well. Kip's just trying to stay unknown. The rest of his team gets ready for this retake. They have the advantage. Conestoga's up this one player. 3 ults in hand as well. Compared to Mizzou's none. It's going to be huge here, but Kip, he's taking all the pressure right now. All 3 of these players are stacked up, trying to get him out of the equation.
Hello.
Non with the showstopper flies around. Get his kill stolen by Kip, but it's okay. The kill is down. 2v4 situation. Aftershock to try and stop Non's advance in here. But Mizzou, they're holding their way back. They're hiding in the left side of A site, but Non says no pressure at all. He gets the 1 kill, and the defuse is off just like that.
I mean, you wanted your A push, but it did not go well for Mizzou. 5 rounds on the board for Conestoga, and yeah, the fact that they were held down by just Kip for so long.
That is a very, very strange play for Mizzou to go after, to have all 3 go near spawn and leave their backs completely open, because yes, Conestoga did have to full rotate their way through back,
but they
back
come
mid
up
as
behind
well.
You, yeah.
But they could have easily made their way and flanked around through A site. And even stacking all 3 of those players, not holding any defensive angles on A site as well, not getting it ready for the retake attempt from Conestoga. Strange.
I'm wondering again if Mizzou now at this point, based on what we're seeing, if Mizzou just picked this strictly as a chance, a possibility to get a win off of Conestoga.
These
and it's
round
not going
start
well.
elims from Non have been going crazy so far for the Condors. Having an advantage that quick, especially getting the Omen out of the situation. No smokes allowed anymore to make these site takes even more comfortable for Mizzou. Conestoga's got this advantage. The A site push is happening again. I guess I called it out and they said, yeah, that's a good idea, but the good idea is turning a bit sour. Non getting 2 kills already on the board.
Oh, 3. Make it 3. Make it 4.
Oh, this might be the
All right,
ace.
give him the ace, guys. Give him the
it.
ace. Let's lock in. I want to see if Non can get this. Although Kip is a little bit closer to Zealot than Non is, so it might go to Kip. No ace on the board for Non, but a 4-piece. Oh, we take those, baby.
Yeah. So what's that? 4-piece for Prey, 4-piece for Kip, 4-piece for Non. We just need J-Man and Silly to get 1.
Right.
And that's a 4-piece for everybody, so, you know.
All right, I'm
There's
down.
a bit more competition than them against Mizzou now, I'm going to say that. That's a stat I'll be tracking.
J-Man, show him up. Get the ace.
Come on.
That'd be really fun. Pull out 6-2.
They got their minimum. They got what they needed
Yes.
in order to go into second half. Getting the minimum on a map that you're defense-sided, right? You're not supposed to be winning this. This is an attacker-sided map. So reaching that minimum already and still able to get more and more round wins going into the second half. It's going to be huge for Conestoga. They just got to keep this momentum going.
Right. Look at this split right now from Mizzou. There's no fast commit. We're just trying to suss out which areas they can maybe make their way through. Again, Condors holding every site they can.
Non's going to get forward here. The fault line was ready for Mizzou right there. Non's going to find None. Along with Jamin as well, hit by that fault line. 2 players down for Conestoga. Paragon says, you know what, I'm going to fly my way into site already. The spike plant's going to get down soon, and with Prey, he has to walk his way all the way through, get a flank around, but there's tripwires that are going to reveal his position.
Yeah, this is a strong A push, what you were looking for from Mizzou before. They've got that site locked in with 2 Conestoga players left. This is looking like finally an A push that works.
Yeah, These guys, they might, I don't know, they got money in the bank. They might look for exit frags instead. You can see Silly's going to swing around, try and get a kill here, but as soon as his presence is known...
The entire team takes a peek, too.
You see Prey, he's, I'll stay away, guys.
Yeah, let's get out of it. They'll probably start hunting them down soon, but...
If he holds a nice angle back here, they did know he was flanking earlier because of the tripwire, so they're going to hunt in the wrong direction.
Nice. Smart.
He doesn't get any kills, but then he doesn't die.
And that's which is good going into next round. Save as much as you can. 6-3. Wonderful still. The fact that we got the 6. And every round win now is a bonus, in my opinion, going forward.
Yes. No matter what, they're going into the second half with a smile on their faces because they hit that 6.
Let's make it 7, baby.
Whoa. The A push is working a bit because of the I don't want to say impatience, but the aggressiveness coming from Non and J-Man there as well spelt a bit more, you know, round win potential for Mizzou. Because they're starting to learn. They're starting to adapt against what Conestoga is using against them to get these round wins. So Conestoga, they need to counter-adapt.
Pull it back a little bit.
Yeah.
Find out. As they move through mid, Kip. Up in hand, doesn't land a shot. And that will be enough info for Mizzou to know that they don't want to go that way.
Prey hiding in the corner over here on B site. Camera eliminated. Mizzou's going to assemble a push real soon.
See what happens to them, though. There's Op on site.
The Nightfall in response, though, is going to stop any push from coming in. Prey's corner position is revealed, but he gets one before he's taken down. The Neural Theft goes into hand of Mizzou here. They're getting on site. They're going to get the spike planted. Kip's got to watch out. Smoked out. It is a 4v4 situation. Both these teams are giving up 1 kill on the board for each.
That's going to buy a lot of time with those smokes out until Nine tries to get in there, but he's picked off immediately. Panda stops that advance, but Silly Shadow in the cage says, do not take on my players, please.
If he gets a good smoke out, no, he's going to go for the smoke onto Spike instead of trying to smoke out main. The Rolling Thunder response from Mizzou. Silly's going to go for the Shrouded Step to remove those negative effects. Kip's holding close around the corner. He's going to swing out. He's going to watch out the Fault Line response as well. The debuff after debuff. J-Man just trying to hold it. Couldn't quite grab that defuse. Mizzou catching up faster than I expected.
Yeah, that was really hard. I was hoping J-Man would get that. He would stick it, land it, walk away with a defuse even if they get dropped out of the round, but it will be a round win for Mizzou, and with 2 round difference, we approach that halfway mark. We approach the side swap. Put 6 on the board, we said it. We'll take the 6 that we got. It's absolutely huge, but I really would, and I know they would, like to go into this with at least 7.
Ooh, Non with the showstopper roll right off the bat through mid. Trying to clear some space once again, use this aggression. He's going to swing out, he's getting forward, he's getting in their faces. He finds 1 kill, might find a second here, can't get the shots off, but already found positions and a frag.
Well, there was that aggressive play again, as you said, from defensively, Non trying to get involved fast, at least gets a trade, but we're down players now.
Yeah, Silly was up close as well, but they didn't expect the flank coming in through mid into tiles there. Flush him out of that space. Conestoga right now, spike down on site from Mizzou. They're going to have to figure out a way to get a good retake.
Interesting. Almost looked like they wanted to push through smoke. I feel like that would have been a bad call.
With these round loss streaks they've had, it is a very smart idea to back out, hold on to these weapons. You don't got as much money as Mizzou does.
Right, and just try to make sure that last round you get is the best advantage you can have.
Bad idea to, go into that round swap, the half swap round with no money in the bank. Kip gets eliminated. J-Man's going to have to look out. Oh, he's going to have to close the counter here.
Oh, I thought he was going to miss that. I've seen a couple times from multiple players on Condors where the sprays are a little wide and they just don't manage to get themselves locked. They don't reel it back in.
Yeah.
And I was very worried that was going to be another situation there with J-Man, but he does manage to get his crosshairs back on site. Last round before swap. Again, they were hoping to come into this as best as possible. Will and J-Man alive. The rest had to buy what they could. We'll get a fresh start in a moment.
I still see some rifles out for Conestoga here, though. A good few. but Mizzou will, of course, have that advantage outright because they can have full abilities, full shields, all that pizzazz.
Yeah. Smokes out mid will force Mizzou to pick a side. Looks like they're picking A side, but look at that aggressive push again up on the B side there for Condors. It'll allow them to rotate a lot quicker being in that position. But they looks like they were expecting Mizzou through that side.
With the tripwires on their flank, though, getting behind Mizzou isn't as an easy option as they think it will be. Prey in the corner. Paint shells just narrowly avoid him. Do a little bit of damage. Aftershock as well. They know he's hiding back there, but he swings out and he gets 2 before getting taken down. He says, I'm going down, but I'm not going down without a fight.
He goes down swinging, punches a couple opponents in the face. They will get the plant, but Condors with 4 on the board. 1 is hurting. They at least have the numbers.
Gotta watch out here, though. Yeah, the Hunter's Fury's gonna come out, getting Kip eliminated. Wow, what an accurate shot right off the bat. J-Man trades it back, though. 2v3 situation. Silly's gonna go for the paranoia, try and make his way in through alley, a bit more safer. Non's getting in the back. He's pushing his way into elbow. He gets 1 eliminated. And it's just 1 player left for Mizzou. He gets 1, he gets 2, but Non is there to salvage the situation.
Hey, we'll take an extra one on the board, but still, that was these are close. These are definitely real tight. I don't know how Non got away with a couple of those kills, to be honest, but I ain't gonna question it. At the end of the day, he locks in. We've got the Condors 7 and 5 heading into side swap.
Been in this situation before.
We have been in this situation before.
It is very interesting at how Mizzou has a weaker start to these maps, but as the match goes on, they manage to come back more and more slowly and slowly.
Yeah,
we saw it in map 1.
Late game.
And we're seeing it now,
Yeah, they're endurance players, it seems. And they did, remind people, they did lock in that first map. They took away our pick from us. Split went to them, and we're sitting at a deficit right now. This is match point for the series. If
they gotta win it.
If Mizzou wins this, they take away the series 2 maps to nothing.
Over here now, Conestoga on the attack. Non gets hit by the fault line, still re-peeks it, trying to get that kill as he backs out. The A-site push might not be what Conestoga wants to go for here. Silly Shadow is going to throw out a one-way smoke to allow his team to retreat safely. Make their way around to mid now, but Prey gets caught out all the way in market. Scanned by the camera. J-Man's falling up, gets a blind side out, trying to swing in this corner. He's going to see Zella, but can't get a kill. Meatpanda, he swings out. He gets 1, gets 2, though. And Silly with another 2 of his own over in mid.
The plant is going down.
Planted.
We'll take those. Happy Rabbit wants to spread some Christmas cheer. We'll see, because now he's here.
And now he's not.
Goodbye. It's not Christmas. Go home.
Is that why you lost that?
Yeah,
He didn't have
that's the only reason
Christmas
he lost
buff?
that.
Yeah.
No Christmas buff. Condors up 3 rounds now. Again, they're on attacker side. Again, I like this. This hold was very scary for J-Man, but winning these pistol rounds, absolutely huge.
It looked a little, a little more dire. Having Non die right off the bat that quickly, I was like, ooh.
I wasn't happy. Yeah.
Careful there.
It wasn't looking like it was the Condors in a good position, but
J-Man and Silly there said, nope, round is still going. Still a chance to win this, and win it they did. Now they can make their way in for a B-site push here, but the utility goes out. Non is unfortunately the crash test dummy, but it turns out in a positive stance with the double kill going out for Conestoga. Getting some more position mid and B here. Prey gets 1 of his own, and they have the advantage up 3 players right now.
yeah, wow, that's huge. That happened fast too.
Yeah.
We're taking this one.
Oh, they have to watch their corner here though. Happy gets 1. He's trying to get a second. Prey takes him down. 1 player left for Mizzou. Not a flawless for Conestoga, but taking the second round as well will give them huge momentum going into the second half.
Now they should know where they need to be going now. Kip is going to be on the hunt. There's the peak. Good night.
Oh, Silly took it from him.
Kind of rude.
It's really interesting because Kip was closer. You think his bullets would have hit first.
I like this.
Yes.
Double digits are approaching now. Condors absolutely had to win this map. It's on Sunset. It's the map that Mizzou picked. We lose the first one going into multiple rounds of overtime, and that hurts. That hurts, especially when it's your map pick.
Yeah.
You were so close. You were ahead. You had quite a lead at one point. So to be able to put yourself in a position like this on your opponent's map pick, being on attack on Sunset, I like this. This is a much-needed position for the Condors.
Worried about it as well. We're saying it is a similar position with that 7-5, but it is already a different story from that first map. They're keeping this lead going even into second half. See the B site push coming in right now, trying to get past these tripwires, flush them out of market. They know they're there, but they got primary control. Silly's all the way in the back. He's holding this angle, stopping any coming in from main. Panda gets one, but J-Man trades it out. 2 kills on the board for Conestoga. Down 1 player. 3v4 situation. Silly might get some of his own here. He gets 1. He can't get the second, but he gets some damage out, puts him down to 1. You see it? Yep. Easy kill for Prey.
This is
there
wonderful.
You have it.
Yeah, last one for Mizzou. Will have to come in and get this retake. Happy Rabbit again. We've seen him work some magic before. He's trying to get that little sneaky move on behind, but Nan is privy to his plan.
Nice.
And Condors, double digits now, double the score of Mizzou.
And with that being as well, Mizzou, that was their 4-spy round. They spent all they had to get those Vandals, get those rifles in hand. And if you take a look at their weapons across the board over there now, they just got stingers and pistols.
They're going to either have to have the greatest round of their life, or they're going to have to give up a few rounds to the Condors here. And that's not the time you want to be giving up those rounds, because a few more rounds
away
is a win for the Condors.
Oh, yeah. See the B-site push once again. Conestoga knows they hold this advantage. Zealous swings out, gets that camera out of the situation real quick. They're playing it quieter this time, though. Just getting lineups ready to collapse onto this site real quick. The Prowler goes out, figures out where the tripwire is. That's what was halting Non so much last map. With that out of the way, he might, he's going to go for it here. A bit of an easier access onto site. Flies in, he doesn't see this one, but he gets eliminated. Traded out by Kip. The Paranoia goes out. Conestoga in a bit of a bad situation, but they're making the best of it. Silly taking kill after kill right now. Price swinging around the corner, gets Panda, and just one Mizzou player left alive all the way in the back of B-site main. Just happy. He keeps getting himself in the spot. Price going to swing out. He knows he's in the corner. He's just going to fire at him.
Just spraying through the smoke. That's all Prey needs to do right now. Spike is down. They just got to keep this guy away from the point. And the Condors can get themselves an 11th round win.
Yeah.
I really don't know how Mr. Rabbit is going to deal with this situation.
Cam out as well, reveals his position market with the blind side. Price swings around, says easy peasy, he can't see easy. Gets that kill.
2 more for the Condors, and we're tied up 1-1 in the series. Yeah. Another timeout. And I believe, no, we did call a timeout once.
First game.
Yes.
First game we had 1 call-up.
But there have been significantly more timeouts from the side of Mizzou. I don't know. We obviously have no idea what they're talking about, what the reasons are here, but it is a little telling when they're calling so many. It really does show the mental state of our players versus theirs, because our players just, regardless of being up or down, have felt so confident.
They got it unlocked.
Right. Their mental really does not change much. As we've said before, a lot of the times we see these timeouts for the Condors is simply just because there's too much adrenaline in one of the players and they need to calm
chill
down.
out, man. Just need to take a second.
Yeah, it's usually not because there's a swing in their mental any which way.
I want to point something out as well while we can see the leaderboard. Every player on Conestoga is positive right now, while on Mizzou, only one of them is. So keeping that heavy kill lead as well and not dying that much, giving up that much money, is definitely helping them keep this lead strong. Especially Prey as well, 17-9 on fire this map.
Positive attitudes and positive KD. Let's go into this round. Shut it down. Let's go to our decider.
Bring us to match point just like that real quick. 11-5. Mizzou, they got the money back up. They're able to force buy this round. But if they lose it, going to match point with no money in the bank, Conestoga can win it here. But Nan taken down mid already just like that, trying to get the bomb buddy out. Was sniffed out by Panda.
Now, player advantage for Mizzou. Will be great for them if they can lock down this B site as the Condors make their way on immediately. They love this B site.
The Rolling Thunder on as well as Silly with the ult into the corner. Prey's getting up close though, but he gets revealed by the recon dart in the cyber cage. Not what you want. Showstopper from Paragon. He flew onto site. Explosive entrance helping clear out Conestoga. In the flawless for Mizzou is gonna keep him in it for a while longer.
That's the round win that Mizzou needed. We've seen it from time to time, though. This squad does know how to lock in.
Yes.
Mizzou they are no pushovers by any means. They're making sure that if Condors get a win today, the Condors have to fight for that win.
Oh, yeah. And a fight indeed we are seeing. 11-6. They have, you know, the breathing room now, especially because of the money they gained from that round. Mizzou is able to stay in it a lot heavier. Conestoga is going to have to switch up their game plan a bit here because their B site pushes are being snuffed out. Not still trying to get some mid presence here, trying to find a pick of his own, but doesn't want to get too forward. Gonna see the rotate from A.
Yeah.
Don't know if they use much utility over there to try and make their presence out and divert more attention, but it somewhat has worked. We see it's only the one player, Zella, holding B site as long as Conestoga can clear out these Cypher trip wires, the cyber cage, to allow them a safe push onto site.
Right. That non-lurk is going to be huge to pull those players towards him, but it might give away that information that a B site push is yet again on its way.
The paranoia gone, burning a lot of utility out mid. Non's grabbing their attention and regroup with his team. Prey tried to get a little bit onto site, got taken down from beside him. All the way in market. Conestoga slowly pushing on. See flashes going out. Non's getting in close. Prowler, he knows there's one around the corner there. The Shrouded Step's going to get that player out of that situation safely. Non's watching. He's going to find a kill here. He's going to swing up, gets a second, might get a third, but the rest of his team died in the background. Left him to the 1v2.
No! It was so close. That was the moment for us to pop off. It was so close. At least the 3-piece on the board, but it is a round loss. 7th one going to Mizzou. I certainly had my hopes up for that.
Both of our, I don't know if you noticed in the kill feed, it was which Rays can get more kills in a matter of a second that quick. Paragon went crazy as well, also grabbing a 3-piece of his own. And Conestoga just didn't start that entry with enough players to continue that going.
Yeah, rivalry, I feel, is, at least in my eyes, is starting to develop between these two players. Non and Paragon on the Rays have both been
It's a great show. The showstopper. Happy Rabbit unable to move out of the way. He's going to get his full body blown to smithereens. Back on a elbow. Non's pushing in. He's got to look for these players. The flash goes out, but he can't quite get enough off of it. Paragon taking 2 kills to his name. 1v3, just Kip left alive. Cannot land the shot up to get that kill.
Okay.
Wow. Mizzou with the comeback right now.
If there's a time for a timeout, this, in my opinion, this is it for the Condors.
I think they can go one more round.
You think? Okay.
I think they can do one more round.
I just definitely think there's a very big shift for Mizzou right now. They've definitely got themselves locked in, but they do tend to have some of these little bursts. Let's just hope it doesn't turn into the same situation as last time. Map 1 was almost identical for the Condors, and they ended up losing it in overtime.
Conestoga's down to a bit less of an economically healthy situation right now. Put down to some pistols. Non was able to keep up and grab a Vandal of his own, but with just light armor, he doesn't have all the health in the world.
We'll see how that interaction goes in a moment there as Condor still
I like this push.
Feeling it out, but we lose Prey.
Yeah, you needed to get that all the way over an elbow, get that kill, stay alive, and secure more ground for Conestoga because they're playing opportunity right now. They're trying to find these picks and push off of them. And if you're unable to find those picks and you slowly die across the map,
you don't have a push.
You don't have the power for a push. Yep.
Well, they're going to have to make a decision soon. Under a minute. This is where they'll just have to pick something to do. Oh, that's going to be a good one for Non.
Beautiful flick. Make their way in through market instead. He's going to have to watch his right. Your fault line out as well, but it affects both players. Nightfall put out from Kip. He's going to push his way on. There's one player in sight. Panda here got caught in it, taking some damage. Going to throw the paranoid in response. He's revealed, but J-Man gets shot in the back. Just Kip left alive. Nothing but a Sheriff and a Dream on sight. Position revealed. He's able to take the one, but gets eliminated.
Right. Now we find out if we do get timeout. Yeah, that's what we were looking for. You can't go much further. I don't care who you are. It's not even just for you. Like, if there's mental, it's just stop what Mizzou's doing.
They want to do it this round because they got the money back up. They're able to get the full Vandal selection. If they break their momentum last round, but they're still fighting against them with, those cheaper buys, the less firepower they have, it's a better chance, to put a pause to this focus that Mizzou has right now and then fight back with equal firepower.
Yeah, no, that's a good call. That's exactly what the Condors thought to do, because we are currently in a timeout as they try to prevent a similar situation from map 1 from happening.
Yeah.
Mizzou locked in, brought us into overtime, eventually won map 1. Our pick now, with such a great start for Conestoga, with all those defensive wins, you hope that's a good sign.
Yeah.
But then when things start to get this close, when it turns around, you question, okay, did the good sign wear out?
Yeah, you get a little uneasy. Mizzou right now, they also have an ultimate advantage. 3 ults on the board. Conestoga's 1. The momentum might keep going. Let's hope that timeout helped. Both 4-round wins in a row for Mizzou right now. They're looking a little bit better.
Reminder, your second life in this double elimination bracket is on the line. Condors losing this map, giving away this lead, would send them down into that lower bracket.
You don't want to start off playoffs like that.
No. Especially knowing that there's some potentially harder opponents out there and everything's been so close like this.
Yeah.
You know this is a winnable round.
Whew. These tripwires have been such a threat against Conestoga right now, though. The one way is, well, Non says, you know what, I'm going to run right through it. Throws the paint shells in the corner, flushing out any possible chance of opposition on site. I like the entry. I like the push on. The
Fast
commitment
plant.
of the smokes. Yeah, they're already on. Conestoga has control. Still, he's up close. He's going to narrowly avoid the bomb buddy. They don't think he's there, but he swings out. He can't find a kill.
That was a big advantage that he had there, and getting a kill there would have been massive. Not being spotted. Non gets the heck out of there as we do see Mizzou move on to site, and retaking this again is going to be real difficult for the Condors with only 2 people on the board.
The ultimate advantage is coming in for Mizzou right now. Both the Showstopper, Hunter's Fury. Non's able to get one. He gets a second. He's got to watch out for this defuse, though. It's going off soon. And just like that, he threw the paint shells instead of going for the shots off. J-Man taken down in the back. Non's just waiting around. He gets a kill.
Yeah, I mean, it was so strong at the end there. That would have been, I wanted to get real excited for the amount of kills he just got at the end there, but you knew that defuse was probably going to come out and he wasn't going to win it, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
I do wonder, do you go for the shots or do you go for the paint shell? Do you get that?
I think in that
AoE
situation,
damage?
you should go for the shots because the paint shells has such a long animation for it to actually arrive.
Right.
Well, bullets?
Those seconds matter.
Bullets are pretty fast.
They move pretty quick.
Yeah.
I've yet to dodge one.
Okay.
I've yet to be shot at.
Do you want to give it a try?
Wait.
We could find a way.
But, no,
Whoa!
fast. Whoa, on site immediately.
Oh, the hunt out as well. He knows where Zella is, but he doesn't want to take this angle. Wait for the rest of the team to group up and get on with him. A pick out mid as well from Prey. Conestoga's up this 1 player right now.
Ooh, watch. Prey's going to look for another one, too. There's Happy Rabbit.
Nice.
Ain't so happy anymore. Piggy turns on one of our players. It's going to be Silly Shadow off the board. Non is locking it down, though.
1 player left for Mizzou. It's looking good for Conestoga. Prey coming in behind. The spike isn't planted, so the pressure isn't on. But Non's going to go for it here. But Prey with the beautiful flank, spelling victory for Conestoga this round, bringing it to 12-10. Match point.
Yes.
This is it. This could be the map to take for Conestoga.
This is what we're hoping, but we got to keep an eye. Mizzou is not far off, and they're doing all right now for their econ. They are not out of this play. They are not out of this map. And we need to stay locked in. Match point, though, for the Condors to bring us to a decider. Walking on to Ascent if we can. but they have to be strong in this round.
Nan's got the showstopper. I'm telling you right now, he might pull it out right away. We're going to see this is the only ultimate available on the board for both teams. If Nan can't get a kill with it and walk away, this will look really good. Trade out already. Happy gets Shadow, but Kip gives it back. Conestoga's playing spread out.
Interesting. They don't want to go for another B-site rush. They've overplayed that plan. We're worried maybe that Mizzou would be onto their playbook.
I like Nan dragging attention over here. Prey finds himself a kill through mid. Conestoga has this advantage 4-3.
Yeah, smokes out now on site. There it is. Showstopper is going to get Panda off. And now we have 3-2.
Kip's up close. He's going to put the Prowler out, try and find. Yep, he knows one's there. He's going to attempt to spike plant. Wait for the fault line. That's beautiful. He backs out, gets himself into a better position where he won't be hit by this utility coming from Piggy. Aftershock as well. They know where he is. They know where he's hiding. Kip gets up close. Piggy gets him off the board, but 2v1 situation. Jamin shot in the back. Paragon. We've seen this guy do work before. He's flanking around behind Conestoga. No trips in place to watch for him. Kip gets the spike down. Oh, they know. They're
they
watching.
got it.
Nightfall as well. They're committing it. Paragon swings around the corner, but Prey gets the kill. Conestoga taking map 2 and bringing us to Decider.
That's what we're looking for. I was so scared. Mizzou was close to pulling off what they pulled in map 1. Your stat is true now. We've seen Mizzou take our pick. We've just taken theirs.
Yeah.
And we are tied up 1-1 in series. This is going to go the distance. It's playoffs, baby. It's playoffs.
Woo, what a start we are witnessing as well. Like, this is like, there's so many more matches, but the fact that it's already this intense for the first playoff match. Oh, yeah, I love it.
I still think it's just crazy that depending on how their match goes, Blinn is next for us. If we can lock this in, I don't want to say anything now because like I'm going to cast a cursor, but if we can lock this in, we got Ascent coming up for our Decider. If we lock that in, we've got very likely Blinn coming up afterwards.
Blinn could get beaten.
It's only good. Fingers crossed.
But
fingers crossed. They ended that lower bracket.
They went 7-0.
That's what I'm saying.
They did go 7-0.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
But if not, we end up facing them, and it didn't go well for us last time we faced them. So, but at least you end up in the tournament further in before you enter that lower bracket.
Yes.
Entering the lower bracket is making those runs all the way from lower bracket up to grand finals. It is not easy. That is a journey. That is a test of endurance to be able to make through it. Now, granted, it's not all on one day, so that makes it a little bit nicer. But it still is long. You're like, okay, we know we have so many more matches to go through. So hopefully the Condors can lock in today. But Mizzou's putting up a fight.
Oh, yeah, they're fighting back. It's really interesting because Conestoga, they're having these early leads. They're getting the advantage early on into the match. We even saw it once again, 7-5, 7-5, and then we saw them get to 10 to, I think it was 10-7. Mizzou brought it back up to the final score 13-10. So it's really interesting with how it's working. Conestoga was able to lock them down this time, keep them away from pushing into overtime, taking their map pick, and based on how the picks and bans went, I believe that this final map was picked by Conestoga.
Okay, well, let's hope your stat is very wrong.
Oh, that's true.
Well,
oh, that's true.
Right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, that means it's going to Mizzou, but this is it. It's playoff times, baby, and we have a third map on the way. Ascent is coming up next. We're going to find out if Conestoga can lock it in. Welcome back. I want to talk about something here. Welcome back to the Conestoga College broadcast. Hello. Nice to see you. I'm Leif, this is Ohad. But you see some happy players on screen right now, right? You know, there wasn't just like, you know, a sick joke that was just told, or, you know, someone just got a discount on their insurance for the car. It's not what happened.
Nothing.
We got news from the other team.
Yes. It seems that Mizzou is too scared. They don't want to go to map 3. So they threw an FF win right at us. There we go. We're still doing good. We're not going to the loser bracket down in the bottom. We were going to go see Decider. Woo! It was a 1-1 score, but yeah, Mizzou, it is. They aren't scared. They have another match coming up.
Yeah,
taking too long. So
they had to make the hard decision. That's the hard thing with collegiate esports is that the scheduling when playoffs come around. Yeah. If you're a team that's in multiple playoffs, you might have these conflicts.
I believe they have a NACE match coming up because this is NECC right now, so they have a NACE one coming up. So they gotta figure out some priorities.
Yeah,
and
they
choose
took their
which
pick.
one.
They were probably hoping to lock this one away and a 2-0, and then they would have been fine. But that wasn't the case.
Quite get it.
We took away their pick on map 2, and we got the forfeit win.
Yeah, there we go. I wanted to see Decider.
It was a good. I'm not gonna lie.
Good matchup.
I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of excited to see how it would go.
Yeah,
because that was good. But you just get excited when you see. It doesn't matter oftentimes the level. Like if you see, I'm even okay with if I see 2 squads of golds matching up. That's
matching
fun
up evenly. It's very
because
even
matchups in anything is fun. It's when it's lopsided. It's not as fun. But this was an even matchup. I mean, Mizzou was a solid team. Put us to our works. I do think we were talking about it during the break. I do think that Conestoga overall
would have taken map 3.
Yeah. I look at them and I say these players are like 60%.
Yeah,
they have the advantage.
But it would have been close still. I believe it still would have got to some high scores, maybe even overtime.
Yeah,
but we won't be seeing it.
We won't be seeing it.
Hey,
it's playoffs. We'll take the win.
Gotta move on.
It was some real good practice. I think it did open up the squad. I think it did open up the squad to realizing that they need to tighten up if they do face Blinn next. So let's take a look at the bracket and see, because a reminder that Blinn, again, if they get their win there, will be up against us next, right? So if they can take down the demigods, then that's a solid order. Then we'll be facing them. But Conestoga, we do get that forfeit win over Mizzou. It was 1-1. Shout-outs to Mizzou.
Yes.
They put up a great fight.
Yes, they put up a great fight tonight. GG's to them. Good luck in the lower bracket, but of course we'll be moving on. If we do, I don't know much about the demigods.
Right.
I don't know what school that might be. But Blinn, with their track record, 7-0 this season in NECC, I think they have a good chance of moving forward, and we'll be facing off against them in the next game.
Right. Yeah.
And that's a little, but anything can happen.
Right. And we do see it on the other side. I believe St. Clair was on the other side of the bracket. You know, our local nemesis.
Our equals, our rivals.
Yeah, I don't know. The schools, it's always the school in Ontario that you want to be shutting down, right? Because they've respectively has been like at the forefront with their talent when it comes to their players. So that is a squad you
in many titles. So, St. Clair is quite the looming threat.
I would love to be able to cruise through Blinn and then eventually face off St. Clair and like an upper
through Blinn.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a tall order to attack. Being able to cruise through Blinn.
Well, that's what we're going to do.
Okay.
We'll cruise through these guys. Nah, Mizzou.
Oh.
Shout out to Mizzou. But yeah, I do want to remind, this is just the start of playoffs.
Yes.
We have a lot more Conestoga Condors action to come your way, because why not every day? Well, except Thursday. I don't think we're hanging out on Thursday, but every other day.
I won't be in here tomorrow either. I'm sorry. I'll be leaving you for a little bit. I need my Tuesday.
Kind of weird, because we do, I believe, have some more tomorrow at 8 o'clock.
Some more tomorrow.
So
some more playoff action coming up in Valorant tomorrow as well.
Well, we don't get to see him, but hopefully we get to see you guys, okay? Hopefully you'll be here joining us, but make sure that you check out our socials. Don't miss any of the action for any of our esports squads across the board. It's not just Valorant. We got a ton of other titles with some great players, and it's playoffs all the way through. It's going to be exciting. Thank you guys for joining us for our first win here in NECC. This was great, and we'll see y'all tomorrow.